Oh god, not the button.
Oop. Hi.
Hello.
Alrighty. So, if you guys would like to start catching yourselves up from last time, if you need. Otherwise, I can help you.
Nice.
Is everyone
Do you
here?
recall?
Yeah, looks like everyone's here. Okay.
Yes.
I guess it's only 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I'm here.
5 players. Okay. It's yeah. Okay, it's 4 players other than me. I was shocked at the small number until I realized that was 5 players, and that's exactly the right number.
That and the fact that Candlelight and Ring Dancer kind of got left behind, so.
Yeah, that's all right. They're just NPCs.
Ha! How mean.
Not in my heart, they're not.
Oh.
I mean, okay, if that's what you like.
So anyway, I seem to recall that Little Spat was busy acting like a not pregnant person and jumping headfirst into unknown portals to who knows where.
Pretty much, yeah. There had been
Is how she does.
There had been word that Beautiful was going to be put through a portal. The mass, I guess, warning was put out by Mr. Isdell, which very promptly spurred everybody to action, if I recall correctly.
Probably into what would likely turn out to be overreaction.
Well, Little Spout, you had blasted to open the door after a few attempts, rushed in and flew through that portal. Darkfire and Isdell, you guys snuck in through the top before they had a chance to steal the entrances. Darkfire, you've flown into your in your bird form. Isdell, I believe, flew in last after Darkfire when there was mass confusion. Steady Shoot, you just kind of raged in, because that's how you do.
I charged directly in.
As you should.
And Star Dancer, you had used your ever so new wings to finesse your way through the portal as well.
Through the top door and down instead of going through the front.
Helped along by Mr. Pingwing and his hold portal spell. They were trying to close it. The last thing that happened last session, after everybody had gotten in, is you guys had flown in through the portal. Pingwing had lifted his claw, and the portal had just kind of closed behind you guys. All that was behind you was the precisely carved square slab of rock that the portal was kind of stuck on. Just kind of out there, like where you guys are, and in front of you, within like 100 feet, is an extremely large structure, vaguely in the same shape as the library that you guys had just been in. Though it's like on a scale, it would make the library that you guys just came out of look like a one-story house next to a skyscraper in terms of how large it looks. In front of on either side of the door is kind of like stone structures of what would seem to be sphinxes, though they're decorated in what seem to be more I guess if you knew like Star Dancer, you'd know this more than anything. It's more like traditional garbs and things like that from like sphinxes of the ages past. You know, they have the standard kind of thing that goes around their head and comes down to their shoulders on the thing. But they are stone. They're just there. On either side of a giant, what seems to be entrance that's currently closed by a kind of glowing blue door.
Hold on.
But yeah, that'd be what in front of you.
So is where we come out of the portal, is we outside technically, or?
Yeah. So just like before, like you guys had come out in here. Looking around, it's kind of strange. The best way to describe it is like when you look out to the sky and you see the general like the landscape beyond the sky or the horizon. It's kind of like when you're looking at a skybox in a video game. It doesn't seem like it's even in reach, but it's there.
Now, just checking. Are we looking at the right map?
Not yet.
Yes. Well, you're
Oh.
I haven't switched maps yet. This is just the intro of what we're doing.
Okay, just checking, making sure. Seemed important. Now, Little Spat would be worried about falling if she wasn't floating. However, she's instead looking for a missing kitty cat friend.
Our missing kitty cat friend?
Missing.
Well, she did not go through the portal with you. They closed the portal behind you before they had a chance to push her in.
Right.
Oh, so we're in the portal and she's not.
Yep.
Oh,
Mission accomplished! Dun, 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 dun.
I thought she was all the way through.
Nope. I said they'd started pushing like before. They'd started pushing like her paws through, but then pulled her back slightly once everybody started rushing in, and they were just shouting to close the
I
portal.
thought they rushed her through the portal too.
No.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
No, they
I also.
they pulled her back. I was describing like her paws being pushed in first before everybody got like started rushing through, and they pulled her out, said close the portal before they pushed her back in. Pingwing held it open, and eventually it closed, but she is still.
Right. So now.
May not have actually rushed through then, but oh well. Because I was sure that we were chasing after.
Oh, I totally rushed in.
Where is she? I thought she was right here.
We seem to have made a miscalculation.
Whoops.
Weren't we going here? Weren't we going here anyway?
This is true.
Do your math harder. Which way to go?
Probably toward the library.
Are we inside of the library?
No, you're outside of what seems to be a very large building.
Okay.
Well, structure.
So, Little Spouse shall point at the towering building. Is that a library?
I am not with you guys because I am high up in the sky.
But you're here in this plane.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Little Spout is pointing at the building. Is this a library?
Maybe. If it is, then that's where Ankh and Ivory Drop are. Probably.
Little Spout does not look less confused. I thought we were rescuing Beautiful. Where is Beautiful?
That would be the miscalculation. They apparently pulled her out when we weren't looking. Or not paying attention.
And then everyone rushed through.
Yeah.
Wait, so I dove in over Beautiful?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember you saying that.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
kinda
Beautiful was in the portal the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they pushed her
I
in.
don't think any of us really remember you saying
I-
anything about them pulling her back out.
I
Because we were all going under the assumption that she was going through the portal as we were.
Let the GM speak.
I had reviewed the recording, and I was pointing out that she had not been put in through the thing.
I mean, my character's behavior would not have changed. He
I
wanted
was
to
in
go
a
here.
dive expecting them to push it through, and apparently they didn't push through, so...
Alright, Little Spout is Little Spout. I am, like, entirely okay with... Wait, what?
Okay,
Some
what do
of
we go
the
with?
other
Wait, what?
characters would-
Yeah, you know what? Same here. Because I guess when I went through was when her paws were going through. So it's like I look back, oh, she never went through.
Well, we did it! Says Little Spout, striking a victorious pose in the air.
Except that, how do we get back? I mean,
Oh,
we
that's
need to-
another problem. I mean, we're adventurers. We'll figure it out.
Anyway, we also, well, most likely, if we find the people we were looking to find, I mean, the people I was looking to find.
Are they there? She pointed at the big building. Doink. I take your silence as a yes.
I
Probably.
take my silence as a shrug.
Now, did Little Spout see any small librarians?
There is no creatures on the outside of this.
No, on the other side.
Any smaller librarians?
Yes, on the other side. No, before we jump.
What do you mean by just small? Small and
As in size category, small.
Oh. No. Funnily enough.
Ah, they didn't have any short legs. Racist.
Most, all of the ones that were assisting in this whole endeavor were sphinxes, except for, the head doctor. That was, kind of overseeing the thing.
Who was?
He was a snow-aspected griffin.
That's the opposite of.
Yeah.
Right. Shall appear as a kind of small version of one of them.
That doesn't help the rest of us.
Sounds like a personal problem. And she goes prancing up to.
Can you give me a disguise check really quick, just so I have that?
Wow. I guess one day I'll actually. No, at least I do have a +10. That helps. This is what happens when you rely entirely on magic.
Alright, let me do one quick thing really quick. Darkfire, you said you had flown up as well? Just like...
Yeah, pretty much as high as I could.
Gotcha.
You're in a skybox. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure. I just went straight up.
You start flying up, like, 4, 5, 6 seconds, up all the way up to like 30 seconds, and you haven't even like got to a height that would be considered halfway up this structure.
Man.
However, feel free to give me a quick perception check, as I believe Little Spout, you said you started galloping forward.
Prancing, I use.
Prancing indeed.
Very Sphinx to suddenly start prancing.
Actually, while I am flying upwards, I apologize. I do kind of keep a lookout for anybody, like any other flying sphinxes or guards that might be on their way to stop me.
For sure. Go ahead and roll that perception.
Come on, Okies. There we go. There we go.
You don't notice any, anybody coming out of the building, anybody flying around the building. Though more curiously, as you see Little Spout start prancing forward, as she does, you see both sets of eyes from the two giant sphinxes that were like next to the door slowly start moving their way to just look at her.
Ooh, I knew it. But I'm pretty high up now, aren't I?
Little Sprout looks up at them and nods. Great to be back. And she just tries to walk past them.
Oh, you're gonna have to give me
Here, no.
Wait. Yeah. Well,
Everything's normal.
let's see here.
Seems so.
All right. Little Spout, you see one giant paw from both sides, just like in the way that Beautiful had, like before when you started making a move, kind of like raise from the rock and actually start moving in your direction. And they seem to be going towards you to stop you. They kind of put it out in front of the door to start with a giant kind of crunching thud onto the ground, which makes a little bit of debris from the ground actually fly outward a little bit, though as it hits the ground it just kind of fades away again. And they,
Little Spout
the heads look
rears
down at you.
onto her hind legs and puts her hooves disguised as hands on her head.
Oh, my bad, my internet's bad. I missed that.
her on her hind legs and puts her hooves to sky hips. Now you know better than that. Get up out of the way. I have business.
And I need you to give me a quick will save.
So much will it save?
You kind of start feeling your mind. Well, the things that you know, your mind, the things that you're thinking, like almost feel like they're being gripped and looked at.
No, get out of my head.
Alrighty. Do this.
No, my weakest save. Why could it?
And the more you try to get them out of your head, the more it seems to kind of to spur that on. As that keeps going.
Poke, poke, poke.
And
No, that's my head.
And eventually, in your head, you hear a voice. Though, as long as you've been in this city, you know it's Sphinx. So you can't really make out what it's saying. I don't believe because you don't speak that.
No, 1 second. All right. Little spout holds up one illusory figure. I mean, not she actually has figures. And then she turns back to the rest of everybody and just starts like walking back to them. Like nothing's odd about this at all.
And the Sphinxes both get to their collective colossal stone structured feet and start they're keeping the same distance to you that you had just been as they stand up, and they are 100% focused on you for the time being.
So they're following me away from the door?
Yes, a little bit. They literally only have to take like one step before they are the same distance between when you get to the party and whatnot.
Oh.
These structures standing up are about as tall as Darkfire had flown upward.
Well, Little Sprout will take advantage of cover known as steady shoot.
And they start spreading their gaze around each one of you guys.
Yeah, at that point, Little Sprout releases her disguise, a little puff of smoke, a little steam, and just steps out as normal Little Sprout.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work.
And
worth a shot.
This is where I'll need the rest of you to give me your respective will saves.
Okie dokie.
As they
okay.
They take a gander around at all of you guys. Seemingly
Does this include me as well?
yes.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, the person way up in the air?
Yes.
Okay.
They're pretty
Oh,
much
wow,
at
they
like
know it was yours.
Darkfire's literally at like eye level with these people right now.
Wow, they're that tall.
Yeah.
That's really, really tall.
That's like 20 stories.
Yeah.
That's like the Statue of Liberty is following me. Oh God.
Yeah. And there's two of them.
Huh. Alrighty, Weeping Angel Statues of Liberty.
Well, on the plus side, their touch AC must be total crap.
You cannot touch them. No, and
Yes, I can poke.
as they're kind
the
of
regular
gazing
AC.
around from the looks of your guys' saves, it doesn't seem like it's the same feeling that you guys got as Little Spout.
One moment,
which
let me
is-
make mine.
Oh, my bad. I missed yours.
You can do it.
Save. Okay, I don't.
Oh God.
Hang on, let me actually check this really quick. Well, I guess everybody except for Darkfire, you feel that kind of same like rifling through your memories as if like something is like grabbing a hold of them, looking through them very rudely, I might add. And the more you try to think the thoughts away, the harsher they become. All except you, Darkfire, who feel this happening, though. Like the moment you start feeling that feeling, you just have no problem kind of willing it away with your own mind, and one that had looked at you to do that, and it gives a little bit of a squint almost, and each one of their bodies starts to, almost from the head down, shed the rocky form that it was. Though no rocks are falling down, it's just kind of flowing down their body, and the more it goes down, the more their form shows to be less rock and more of an actual flesh structure.
Huh. Hey, do I see any entrances into this library from up here?
The one behind the Sphinxes, yeah.
How big is that door?
That door is about halfway up the Sphinx's body in terms of height.
Okay, is that the
That's
only
big
entrance in there?
What was that?
Is that the only entrance into there?
The only entrance you can see on the outside so far.
I mean, if you have a door that big, do you need two?
Is it open?
It is not, and in fact, the crease where you would see the doors kind of open in the middle is glowing blue, going from the ground upward to about the center of the door, where it kind of meets a circle with another inlaid circle inside of it. That just seems to be kind of lightly pulsing.
Say that again.
It just seems to be kind of lightly pulsing with a little bit of energy.
Can I make like a spellcraft to see if I was like might know a possible way past that?
For sure. Certainly try anyway.
If I somehow came across this, or
You cannot tell the spell this would be, though. What you do know from that is that you would have to have somebody on like the level of, well, your friend Star Dancer or higher to be able to actually break that enchantment. Anything?
Fascinating. Alrighty. Well, I move a little bit away from these stone, not stone sphinxes. I fly backwards a little way just in case they decide to attack me.
You're just trying to move past them.
No, I'm moving away from them.
Ah.
I don't see any entrance. There's no reason to go for it.
And
Could possibly die.
do you speak Sphinx, Darkfire?
I do now, actually.
Ooh.
I was helping with this.
You as you start flying away, one of them kind of focuses its gaze on you, and if you look back, like its eyes would momentarily glow a green, and then kind of flick to yellow as it does so, and you kind of hear in your head, what are you here for? A deep kind of low toned voice.
I reply in Sphinx, knowledge.
And then the eyes of the other one kind of start lighting up. And you hear another voice. So this one's slightly higher in pitch, more feminine. If knowledge is what you seek, what do you seek it for?
To help my friends.
And both of them kind of like look toward each other, and look toward the door, and back up to you, and somewhat at the same time you hear you just hear the word acceptable, and from your perspective, the door, the seal on the door seems to just kind of like dissipate all the way up to the circle. Though for any others still looking at the door, it still seems to have that same blue pulsing light.
As you do.
The Sphinxes then in turn look down. You steady shoot.
I do start flying to go through the door, at least towards the entrance at the bottom, because maybe do this.
Alright, they're staring at me, staring back at them.
They are staring at you, and you see that same kind of flicker of kind of like an orangish yellow light flicker across the eyes of one as your companion Darkfire seems to have no issues flying right in between them and toward the door. And you start hearing a voice in your head. Now, do you speak Sphinx?
No.
Ah, then you hear, things that sound like the Sphinx language. You've been in that town long enough to know it is Sphinx.
You hear Sphinx, 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 Sphinx.
Kind of give it a look. What?
And then the
Like
other
I
one,
say, what?
the other one's eyes like kind of light up a little bit. You hear the same thing in Sphinx though from a slightly higher voice.
That doesn't help.
And they both look up and they go to the next person. They don't seem to disregard you, but they look to whoever is closest to you, which I believe Little Spout had taken refuge right behind you.
Yes.
That was a thing that she did. I mean, he is such a convenient source of cover.
I literally have.
Little Spout, you hear that same thing in your voice that you had or in that voice that you had heard before. Say that whatever it had again.
Does she speak Sphinx?
Little Spout clears her throat. And then she starts rumbling like a rock. AKA speaking Terran.
What are you saying in Terran?
I would like to go inside to find the mysteries.
And after a second, you see that gleam in the right one's eyes turn slightly purple for a moment. Actually, just kind of like a little loading symbol, kind of just swirl around. Before you hear in Terran back, mysteries pertaining to.
Sorry, what was that?
It said mysteries pertaining to. Is what you're hearing in your head. Like they're leaving it as an open-ended question that you can answer.
Little Spout considers what she's actually there for. I mean, she's not there to rescue Beautiful anymore because, well, mission accomplished. She raises a hoof. I need to make sure that my friend is safe and how to keep them that way. Yes, and she's pretty sure that is pretty honest.
And the other one's eyes briefly swirl purple. You hear a deeper voice reply, "Does safety involve the destruction of this library?"
Little Spout tilts her head. I don't think so. I'm not mad at books. Why would you be mad at books?
And with a not really a sly, just a slight smile from the right one. Little Spout, from the distance, you kind of see that that blue light in between the doors also kind of fade a little bit, and they start turning their gaze on you, Start Answer, and their eyes start doing that same revolving kind of a flicker of yellowish orange, and in your head, Start Answer, you get, "What is your purpose for coming here?" Start Answer?
Thinking.
Oh.
Jeez.
To find the answer.
And the other one's eyes gleam a moment. That more feminine one speaks. "What answers do you seek?"
I want to know why.
The other one, you actually seem to perplex the left one slightly. His head turns just slightly. Interesting. Is this knowledge that you seek one that would seek to destroy this place of knowledge?
Knowledge cannot be destroyed. Only hidden.
And both of them give a nod. And you as well see the blue aura from from that magical door, just kind of up toward the middle circle.
Oops. I apologize.
You're all good. And they turn their gaze onto now you, Isdell. Now, do you speak Sphinx?
I do not.
Ah, well you.
All
hear
right, so I'm leaning over to give me. I'll let you do some more first.
In your head, Isdell, you hear something that is clearly in Sphinx, so it's very hard to make out. You at least gleam the word "what" because you probably heard that in Sphinx a lot, at least in your time
Yes.
here.
And I just kind of look at them and like, I don't know. Isdell is because Beautiful is not here. Isdell's kind of confused why, we're still here. Because I don't know if you guys told him that Ivory Drop is here, because he kind of left during all of that.
I believe Darkfire had gone over with everybody about Ivory Drop.
Mm-hmm.
Was Isdell there, or was this during the whole Bard situation?
No, it's definitely not.
No,
We
it was
were
after
all
the
there.
bar situation. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then he'll just kind of say, well, to help friends, since they're all here.
And for a moment, the Sphinx kind of tilts its head a little bit back at you. The expression it's giving is the same that you had kind of given it. You're replying in Sylvan or Common, which is almost one of slight confusion. The one on the right, her eyes kind of gleam slightly white a moment. And do you speak Celestial?
I do, actually.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, great! I'm gonna be stuck outside
Wait,
the door
yeah.
all night.
Yeah, I speak Celestial, Common, Sylvan, and Abyssal.
Oh, that's fancy. Well, and from the
Your
female
family's
voice,
freaking weird.
in a much more, I guess, wispy, kind of angelic sounding language, you hear the words, "Why have you come here?"
Okay. And Isdell replies in Celestial to help friends.
And keeping the focus on that one on the right, the other one doesn't seem to chime into the conversation, but rather that one keeps speaking, as her eyes kind of gleam white once more. Friends that seek to destroy this place?
Definitely not. We don't seek to destroy anything.
And the one on the right looks to the other, gives a small nod. And you as well see the doorway just kind of the energy on that doorway go forward, or like at least start dissipating. And they seem to be more than okay letting you forward. They don't seem to be stopping you in any way or giving any indication that
Everyone's
not
all
to.
speaking in all these extra languages, or is that all in their heads?
It's all in their heads. This is definitely telepathic.
Oh, I probably. Who would have actually said something out loud anyway? Like,
Me,
like
actually,
someone.
probably.
Stargazer definitely replied in out loud.
Ah,
In Turbo? Is that? I think that was telepath. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's telepathic, but you could still reply out loud. Like that wasn't stopping anything.
Right. I probably would have replied out loud.
Ooh. Well then, as you guys are going through your questions, you do notice that Mr. Steady Shoot had been replying in a way that didn't seem to quite be acknowledged by the Sphinxes, nor did he seem to at least answer in a way that would be that would fit the general description of the kinds of questions that you guys had been getting. Quite frankly, the Sphinxes seem rather confused.
I lean down to whoever is nearest me that isn't Little Spout. And I say, what's going on?
They're asking why you're here, and they're making sure you're not going to destroy the library.
Well, I'm not going to destroy
Star looks kind of confused at that part.
Well, I'm not going to destroy the library. So, can you tell them that?
Are they still paying attention to us, or are they?
Did they just ignore me?
They had not taken their gaze off of now. I guess you and Star Dancer, because you guys are like in the same area. They're keeping their gaze fixed upon you guys.
I can't believe it. Anyway,
Hmm. So.
So, that's what they were looking at. What
right. I mean, I don't have any useful responses. I cannot.
They are still fixed their gaze upon you two.
Okay, I kind of wave at them to make sure that they're looking at me, and say in Sphinx, pointing at him at Steady Shoot. Completely mind blank there for a sec. And I say, this one's with me. I'll make sure he doesn't destroy anything.
One of them raises their little eyebrows, or rather large eyebrows, and that orangish yellow.
Like moving a whole beach.
Yeah, like kind of you get that voice in the more feminine one in your mind again. Make sure he won't, or are you sure he won't try?
Look back at Steady Shoot, speaking in a language that he can understand. You're
Common.
not going to destroy anything here, correct?
Probably not. Depends on who wants to kill me. If someone wants to kill me. I don't know if you noticed, but I haven't had a very good track record lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I get them to let you in, that I'm going to be obligated to stop you if you attempt to destroy anything.
I won't attempt to destroy anything just to destroy anything.
Sorry, I got a sudden call from work.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, I didn't used to have that kind of work, but now I do.
Aha! So, turn back.
I'm just. Look, I'm always trying to do good. Okay. I'm always trying to do good. I don't always do best.
Little
Okay.
Sprout
Always
waves her hopes wildly. He's a good guy. He's on Team Good Guy. She gestures at everybody else.
Did you not? Did you? I kind of look at you like.
Why don't these things understand common? Because that's kind of a weird exception.
Do you have knowledge history?
Yes.
Aha, you can feel free to roll that.
Don't worry, they speak rock.
What a terrible, terrible roll.
Well, given their choice of languages, plus the fact that they are still wearing more ancient garbs around them, and just given books that you read, you could kind of deduce that these things are only speaking more ancient languages that had been common around the time when sphinxes would wear those garbs.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Hence why I could speak with them in Celestial, because Celestial was pretty big back then.
It was a
Well,
big,
so
it
it's
was a
pretty big
thing.
anytime,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I spoke
but-
Celestial
Kind
before
of
it
a
was cool.
It was kind of a big deal, guys.
Oh my god.
All right.
So,
feel like
get back to them in Sylvan. He has no intention of destroying anything.
And the female nods and looks to the one on the left, which you can assume to be male at this point. Who still has his gaze somewhat fixed on Steady Shoot. And you hear in your
What language? Real quick, what languages does Steady Shoot have?
Common and Sylvan.
Those are the two that they can't speak.
God.
Right.
Okay.
And
I have no bonus languages. I'm not like the rest of you.
You hear in the you hear in your head
Positive
the male one
scorn
speaking to
all.
you start answer. He seems complacent with the answer, though his question comes from a different place. Does your friend not speak the common tongue of this place?
He speaks common.
That's what I was thinking too.
How old is this place that your common tongue is not the common tongue?
And he just kind of tilts his head. We had built this place many thousands of years ago.
And
Yeah, kind of-
linguistic shift is an alien concept to us. Please stop challenging our.
You you have books in the current common language, do you not? You really should learn it.
Hey,
And,
read the books you got.
The more slightly jovial female, who has seen less of a stern gaze at this point, looks back there, and in Sphinx you hear in your head, "If only we could fit."
Maybe you should lay off the pizza.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back and fix this later. But
See, Little Sweat would already be volunteering if she had any idea what she said.
But you hear that same question from the male one, which still has not taken his gaze off of Steady Shoot. So your friend does not speak the common tongue of this place.
apparently not.
Little Spout reaches over and pokes him. Poke, poke, poke. What languages do you speak?
The normal ones.
And
Uh,
not hearing...
Don't assume. Which
Not-
ones are the ones?
Common and the pony Sylvan. I mean, I probably know the names.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. Just
And
not
start answer as Little Spout and and Steady Shoot are having this conversation. You hear in your head, "Does he wish to?"
Ooh. Oh, he's gonna be good.
Turn back to Steady Shoe.
Wait, do we all hear that or not?
Just start answer.
All right, then I cannot respond.
They're
Because
asking if you wish to speak the common language of this place.
That sounds
what's the common language of this?
odd.
Well, they have.
But maybe.
Yes, when they ask you 1 or 0, the answer of 2 is not acceptable.
The answer is 1 point. The answer is 0.5.
Still unacceptable.
It should be acceptable.
It's an
0.5 is not an integer.
Yeah, it's an
Or
it's an
Boolean.
it's an integer value, not a double. Get it right.
Actually, it's not even an integer value, it's a Boolean. But
Fair.
It's a bit.
I think it's a yes or no answer. Look, if they mess up your head, I'm sure we can fix it later.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Didn't my head get messed with?
What's the worst that could happen?
Turn back to them, and Sphinx. He says yes, probably. Maybe. He says yes, maybe.
And
He says definitely, perhaps.
Exactly.
you start the one that had kind of asked the question, the male one, turns the question still further. Is he prepared?
Say,
Turn back to steady shoot. He asks if you're prepared.
could you phrase this a little more ominously, please? I'm afraid.
Gonna pull a page out of the Star Wars thing, but I have a bad feeling about this.
See, my character's brain was just fucked with, though. But I suppose, other than the fact that he lost control and did terrible things, it was all right, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
I could lose my I could lose control like I just did earlier in this campaign, and
See, that wasn't so bad.
But at least it'll be outside.
I was outside most of the time with that other one.
Yes, but you won't be destroying the library.
just
Priorities.
if we're gonna do this, get it over with. That's what Steady Shoot says.
In Sphinx, he says yes.
And the male on the left, you see his eyes gleam slightly red for a moment. And Steady Shoot, you start firstly hearing some voices in your head. They are definitely Sphinx voices. And then there's more of them. And more. Starts seemingly crowding your mind with all sorts of conversation.
I start looking panicked.
This is where I'm gonna need you to give me a fortitude save.
A fortitude save.
You guess.
Woo, fortitude save.
What's the worst that could happen?
I fail my save and pass out, or fail
One or the other.
24.
Well, on the other hand, I think either way you're learning Sphinx now.
And it becomes such a raucous cacophony of voices in your head that it actually starts to hurt, and you start hearing this almost ringing in your ears. And as you do, you start being able to piece together what some of the voices are saying, and what they're saying are different kinds of riddles, different kinds of things. All on Sphinx, it starts kind of intermingling. Though as it starts from the outside, Start Answer, you kind of start seeing a little bit of blood coming from his ears. And
that's normal.
Steady Shoot, you take the 65 damage from there.
Holy shit!
What the fuck?
You can add Sphinx to your list of languages.
Damn.
Well,
What did I
Certainly
have to
approached it.
pass? Hold on, what did I roll?
Well,
12?
24.
You had to pass
Yeah.
20. You had to pass a 27.
Ah! And that's probably just for half damage.
Mhm.
Well.
man, I am so glad that Start Answer taught me Sphinx.
Yeah.
Languages. Common.
Okay.
Sylvan, Sphinx. Awesome. Maybe.
Maybe.
As a wise man once said, what is the worst that could happen?
How much HP do you have total?
140. So no, it wasn't even half my hit points, but
It was close.
All for a new language, right?
I mean, that's you got a new language and damage is temporary, so.
Yeah, I got a new language, and the language isn't gonna go away.
Damage is temporary. Language is forever.
I mean, it could have been temporary language. You know that.
So, Sarah looks at him. That looks like it hurt.
Did it? Do you think?
And
Actually-
those words come out in Sphinx as you try them.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
Do you think?
All right.
That is pretty much what I expected to happen, though. So, congratulations. Next time, come to study sessions.
And steady shoot for you in the distance. You see that blue aura on the door, and up to the circle.
But Star Dancer, he's steady shoot, not study shoot.
We need art of study shoot, but like trying to study for an exam he knows he's gonna fail.
The only book he will read is The Art of War.
And of course, he's an Antian, so the book's like just barely fitting his hoof.
Right. It's got a no. Here's what we're looking. Here's what we're looking at. You see me studying, but I'm reading an issue of the Hulk instead. Inside of it.
The Hulk, I love it.
I mean, that's what Blood Rages are. It's an entire class of the Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what it is. All right. Anyway,
We can all enter now, correct?
Ah, yes, walking to the giant doors. As you guys start approaching, they don't open for you on their own, though. As you guys would approach them and perhaps even place a hoof upon them, or hoof, or I guess and paw in your case. I don't mean to to exclude Mr. Isdell over here.
Well, gee, exclude me then.
Oh yeah. Well, no, you're a bird. You have a talon. You have a talons right now.
There you go. Thank you.
The doors, just on a touch, would kind of just blue energy out from wherever you are touching them, and they would just start opening. Opening.
Oh my god,
just
they're
wide
growling.
just wide enough to let something slightly larger than steady shoot in.
all right.
And as you guys might start stepping forward, you hear, though the sphinxes aren't looking at you in all of your minds, in your various languages, beware, you are not sphinx folk. They will not take kindly to you.
Listen, I'm not
Little
used-
Spout sticks out her tongue. How can anybody not like Little Spout? That's silly.
So what are you guys doing? Are you guys going in, or?
Yes, we
I
are
can't
entering the
remember.
place that we wanted to enter.
We're 12th level, right?
Let me check your level up.
Also, Little Spout will just casually become Sphinx.
Oh, we were
Little Spout
11th
just
level.
because she can.
That's fair. You believe you're at 11th level, Darkfire.
Okay, good. That's what I was thinking. Ish.
Alrighty, so as the doors open behind you and you guys walk forward through the doors, the temperature in the place doesn't rise or fall, though the atmosphere is definitely different. As you guys step past the giant doors, you are kind of greeted with the sight of pillars upon pillars and what seem to be buildings almost of books. Humans aside from this place, they're just replace all the humans in this picture with like sphinxes.
Sphinxes.
Yeah. There's walkways that span between all of the different places that you can see. There are like shops and it seems like housing and doors in all the different spots of the thing. This seems to be, at least from a first glance, an entire city, but in the form of a library.
Huh. Do I see anybody with 2 shadows?
That took me a second.
Say that again.
I said that took me a second. As you guys continue looking around, like looking up into the sky would be the most interesting just off the bat, as like what seem to be metal kind of bookcases are flying around. A lot of them are just books in their on their own are flying around to different parts of this place, and seemingly just inserting themselves into shelves that line these buildings and things like that. And you're far enough away from the near sphinxes, like going back and forth on the main walkways and things, that they didn't seem to take notice of you. You were just right into the entrance, and the entrance didn't seem too busy from before.
Real quick, I have not changed back yet. I land on steady shoots back and just stay there for now.
See, steady shoots
bird-like.
back. It's so useful.
I just sit there and look bird-like.
Specifically bird-like. That's what
Yes.
we're going for.
Yes, I'm an eagle acting like a crow.
Crows are
Anyway.
adorable. So, what are you guys doing?
Violently exploding. I mean, walking inside.
And you are your little sphinx self, yes?
Yes.
Just for the purposes of just so I have this on deck, I'm gonna have you roll me another disguise check.
Oh, God. Why do you do this to me?
Because that's what it's for.
No.
He's not wrong.
Okay. Let's roll something.
Haha.
Nice. Cool.
I am clever.
What do you? What?
As you kind of go in, immediately, Little Spout, you're the first kind of going forward. It's immediately apparent that, like, all the sphinxes that you are seeing going back and forth seem to be of a more, an older age, or at least look wiser, as they kind of walk around, and some of them seem to give you, like, slightly funny looks as you do make your way in. One of them actually stops you. Ah, are you lost?
She tilts her head a little bit. Is there like an index somewhere?
And he looks around. You're in this place. You don't know why. He seems rather curious. Or where to go? You seem rather lost.
She tilts her head a little bit. Well, if I knew exactly where I needed to go, then I wouldn't even need to be here.
Oh!
He kind of starts thinking a little bit. Clever little girl. And you get a little head pat. And,
He is so lucky that, like, Little Spout is entirely okay with that.
and, he kind of, he looks outward. Look around you. There's many mysteries to be discovered. Why do you need an index? Pick a book. Kind of looks toward one of the buildings and kind of plucks the book out. Give this a read. He hands you the book.
Oh, God. Now, what book did he hand her? That will be the deciding factor of whether or not he goes down as a cool person.
Wait,
Or not.
was he saying that all this in Sphinx?
He was saying that in common, though the book that he
Okay, never
had
mind.
pulled out, well, common, so Sylvan for you, I guess, just general pony common. But he pulled
Well,
it out.
Fey common.
Yeah, Fey common. The book that he pulled out, however, is in, funnily enough, Terran. And
Well, fortunately, she knows how to read the tectonic movements.
yeah, it's definitely like this would be something that you would expect a golem to be able to write. It looks like very bad handwriting, though. Little Spout, you can definitely read it, and it's effectively a child's book on geology, it seems.
However, if you consider geology in the frame of Terrans, Little Spout squints a little bit. He goes, wait a second. Is this a rock romance?
No. He peers over. Oh, I suppose it is. Kind of nods a little bit. See?
Little Spout is like nothing but amused.
And he kind of his gaze kind of like looks upward from you, Little Spout, just to see your friends behind you. And his happy composure somewhat like almost wilts a little bit. You see him start frowning. Run along now. Don't be around these folk. Last, I don't know why they were here. Seems almost wary of the rest of your party.
Dun, dun, dun. But she's going to read her steamy base salt on Cobalt Action. Oh, you keep sliding away from each other, but you are meant to be together. She's... Damn you, tectonic movements.
Okay then.
Man.
I'm just saying, it's total.
You have 2 plates. One of them is named, or 2 golems. One of them's named Divergent. One of them's named Convergent. They can't seem to ever meet.
Oh, it's so sad. About sniffling. No, you can work it out.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Being a bird. On steady shoots back.
Be a quick reflex save. Oh, you're on his back. Never mind.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I am perched like a majestic eagle. One might say, swear that I'm majestic by Mother Teresa on a Mercedes-Benz.
Well, what are you guys doing then, other than staying perched?
Well, we need to look around now. Avoid people who are going to just get. Well, I mean, giving looks is alright.
Wow.
Mother, perhaps we should try to find Onk.
And you're just walking forward then, steady shoot? Steady shoot?
What?
The steadiest of all the shoots. We need you.
Are you, you said you're just kind of walking on forward, looking around the place?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my internet's bad. I might have missed what you said.
I mean, if you're going to get internet, you should get good internet, not evil internet.
Ah, I don't exactly have control over this internet, as they took out my Ethernet ports.
That sounds like ultimate.
Yes.
Sounds like you're just not trying hard enough.
You take that.
I'm just gonna march right into those server rooms right now and get myself internet.
Uh-huh.
Just gather it all up in your arms and take it back to your room.
Ah,
Give me back my.
Don't think it works like that.
well, Steady Shoot, I believe, had said he was
I mean-
at least going forward to some extent to look around. What are you doing?
Yes,
Start
I'm
answering.
going to start looking around. Looking around.
Around. Give me perception checks if you'd like. Start answer. What are you doing?
I will-
If it pleases you. If it
I
pleases
look
me.
around. By the way, specifically while I'm on steady shoots back, we're looking around. I do look around for Onk, or any sign of Onk amongst all these other Onk-looking people.
Yeah, looking for the Sphinx that we're looking for,
Ooh.
while trying not to drool over all the books.
Ah, you can feel free. Oh, there it is. Steady Shoots. You looking around. You notice. Well, first and foremost, more than anybody are getting very, very callous looks about you. and even a couple, as you guys kind of like walk around and are looking around, a couple shops that have windows between the books kind of shutter their windows almost. You hear the clicks of locks, the doors as you guys kind of walk by. Darkfire, looking around for Ankh. You don't see Ankh specifically. However, what you do take notice of is that there doesn't seem to be hardly any sphinxes with bracers, at least in the fashion that Ankh had them.
Interesting. Alrighty, I'm going to continue to stay with Steady Shoot for now then. Just kind of keep looking around.
Star Dancer, you take notice of that as well, about the whole bracer thing. Additionally, that it seems from a distance that as Little Spout kind of hops along ahead of you guys, she immediately herself doesn't seem to be garnering any bad looks or anything like that, at least until they look behind her and see you guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
You alone, Star Dancer, seem to at least get the least dirtiest of the looks. Like, if anything, you just get like this little sniff of disapproval kind of thing going on.
Are they even paying attention to me, or do they just think I'm an animal?
They seem to just think you are an animal, and you do see other small familiars and things kind of tailing behind their.
Wait! If you're landed on me, does that mean to think that I'm like a class that has a spellcaster that has a familiar?
And I mean, you do see a
Well,
couple
all
of.
I'm saying, Pathfinder be a Blood Rager with a familiar if you squint it hard enough.
Literally, all you need is the Iron Wolf Feet and Familiar Bond. Boom, familiar.
See? What did I tell you?
Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because I didn't know Duetist existed when I first made Duck, and I really wanted a familiar, so like... yeah. I mean, you do see other familiars around. They're definitely a common thing, though it's more strange. If anything, Darkfire, you might get a strange look, because the familiars that are following them out seem at least ethereal in their own way, or similar to what that other Sphinx in the other plane had. That Little Spout had seen. A couple of them seem to be tailing around and kind of talking to what seemed to be just quills, who are vehemently taking notes right behind them.
Indeed.
And it takes a good while. Like, it's like a 5 minutes as you guys are like kind of looking around before anything truly, I guess, interesting would happen in the form of a Sphinx who approaches your party. He seems kind of older, just like the rest of the Sphinxes that you had been seeing around, and his voice is a lot more shrill. Kind of blows right past you, Little Spout, and goes like directly up to you, Steady Shoot. Why are you here then?
Squawk!
Well, we're looking for some.
What are you looking for? Find it and get out.
Oh, he's like those Walmart greeters then.
Yes? No, better yet, just get out. We don't need you here. And take your friends with you.
We
Very
need
Can
to find someone first.
I really, really want to say something about racist, but I'm going to be silent and nice. Because I'm nice.
And he
Glare at him, though.
He gives you the eyes, Steady Shoot. Who are you trying to find? What has he done to you? You gotta hurt him. And you get a couple gasps from the couple people that are kind of walking around, like near him.
Oh?
And they kind of
Love
stop.
the herd mentality.
And then kind of takes out a small walking cane, distends it a little bit. You could tell it's it has a small arcane mark on it, So it's somewhat foreign. Star Dancer, you'd recognize this as just more of like a signature thing. He seems to have made this himself. Kind of gives a tap onto your hoof there. Steady shoot. I need you to give me a quick will save.
Really?
Yes.
God damn. I'm sure you're gonna have the DC at something like.
Ooh, it was actually Fortitude. So, I mean, even with a roll of 10, I'm sure your modifier just made that a lot higher.
A little bit higher. The 7 to 12, so 22.
Oof. Well, you feel yourself start at least trying to almost, it seems, collapse on yourself a little bit. So it's just a vague kind of itch that you just kind of float away. He kind of thumps his cane onto the ground. Be that way then. And he kind of puts his nose up into the air and starts walking away, cane in tow.
Wait, did you just say, like, tell me I'm threatening to attack somebody, then attack me?
Not looking back, he says, just trying to make the playing field a little bit more even. Don't, but he keeps walking.
Or, you could be polite and then we wouldn't have issues.
That's boring.
And he looks back. You're on thin ice, unicorn.
Oh.
I didn't even understand that. What?
Said, you're on thin ice, unicorn. He didn't seem to really skip a beat on that.
I don't know how to feel about that as a player.
Let's just find Ivory Drop and
Is he on very thin ice?
Is that his Halo Wars?
At least for the 5 minutes here, Star Dancer, would you like to give me a knowledge local?
Sure.
No, you have that knowledge still. Aha. Seems like one of the reasons, like, as they're kind of giving you guys dirty looks, you start getting, like, the reason why they seem to less callous to you seems to only happen once they see your wings specifically. And kind of chalk that up to
So they're wing racists.
well,
it kind of makes it. That's like another weird racism.
I know.
well, it's like the general kind of a view that you're getting is that, like, it seems like they assume that the others are not here for reasons of study. If anything, it seems like you have an excuse to, which is why they're kind of giving you a pass, as it were. So they're not happy about it.
Right.
Wings on pony.
Tonic shift is so cruel.
Alright.
Who was the person who had scribed them? I feel like the answer is okay. Like, so, can you direct us any better from the...
I look around to see if I can see any familiar, like, areas from when I observed Ankh and Ivory Drop.
Aha! Give me that. You said you're flying up, yeah?
No, I'm still on his back, but if I don't see anything here, I'm going to fly up and try again. Actually, could I take 10 on this while we're walking around? So that'll be a 32.
Damn. And it does take you quite a while to find anything that resembles, well, what you're looking for. Past just bookshelves and bookshelves of what seem to be like the same style books, you come to a rather, you seem to find this rather like large street block almost dedicated to, well, funnily enough, dedicated to what seems to be a library within the library. It's kind of there, a smaller bookshop. It seems to have 4 different floors, an entrance on the bottom, and then seems to be an exit upon the top that goes to a different walkway out to somewhere else. It gives off a more familiar vibe just from one of the windows that you'd seen. Has like the same style offices in it that you had been scrying in. It does have many windows, and yeah.
So many windows.
All right. Kind of point up that way. Hey, that does look a bit familiar. Back when I was able to scry, and I'm saying all this pretty quietly as I changed positions to on top of Steady Shoot's head. But it was up there that I saw Unk and Ivory Drop walking, I believe, from what I can remember. Hmm.
Well, you have gotten this information.
You have learned a thing. Good
Right.
job.
So let's go in that direction.
Aha! And Steady Shoot. You kind of have to part a small crowd wherever you're going, and it's not exactly like hard to do.
Hey, little Spout is just kind of following behind, book in one hoof, sniffling, and yet still enraptured.
And eventually you come upon this here library. And
Look, you just don't understand the pressures that these rocks have to go.
That is so wrong.
all right, hang on one second.
Don't worry. I understand. Yours is a love that will last through the epoch.
Oh my gosh.
All the rest of us are all like dealing with discrimination and people trying to shrink me, but and you're just like, oh no, the drama.
Oh man.
All right. Well, you guys do happen upon the library doors. This is the ground floor specifically. That you guys more than willing to clamber the steps on, but this is the place where Mr. Darkfire would meet you.
All right.
I continue kind of leading the way, and is it this area that we're getting closer to that I remember seeing Ivory Drop taken to?
It's getting more and more familiar as you go by. You had remember you remember these doors, them being opening, and you following like Ankh through these doors. So it's definitely familiar in what you'd seen in the past.
All right, I'm just kind of leading people on.
No,
Okay. Good.
I'm just
nothing
kind of
here.
pointing away.
Nothing.
Yep, nothing more. Just bird on top of a big guy's head, just pointing with wings.
Perfectly standard.
Double doors stand before you. You're opening them, yes?
Yes.
Oop. Get more double doors.
Really?
We will open it with a vengeance.
All right. I'll open the second set of double doors.
And what you find is a library, indeed. Books and more books and books.
Wow. What do you know? A library. How shocking.
So many.
Hey, Doc, we heard you like libraries.
So,
Look, I wasn't guessing this was happening.
So, let me put something on this map here for y'all to see. Where is it? I've got my kitty cat icon somewhere. Boop. Seems to be a sphinx at the reception desk behind here that's just doing her thing. Looking away at some stuff. She vaguely gives a dismissive kind of wave upward. Didn't really seem to have noticed you yet or anything like that. Though, as you guys kind of open that second set of doors, you do hear what sounds to be a lecture going on to your right on the set of doors above you. This area, hang on, you can't see it. Yeah, what you guys doing?
let's continue to look around. I mean, there isn't. Where am I? Hold on, where am I? Yeah. Oh boy. Okie dokie.
Little spout. Is there? Oh, is there a Sphinx under steady shoot?
I could turn off the grid if you guys would like. It makes it a little bit easier.
What? No, I'm just asking. Is there a Sphinx in this area?
Yes, this seems to be a kind of front desk lobby area, and
That's
those,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like it's in
I
like
will squeeze through one half and be like,
excuse me. But yes, little spout shall turn and shall hold up the book. This is fascinating. Please tell me there's a sequel.
and her eyes don't focus on you, little spout. Like, well, you get her attention. That's the thing. Though, it's very quickly taken up by the form of Mr. Steady Shoot getting his way through these double doors. And she immediately stands upright. She gestures back out the door. Nope. Out. Got enough of you in already. Out.
He's a good pony, says little spout pouting.
He's a pony. And she gives you this look like you should know this, given your form.
Well, he is a pony, but he's a good pony.
Not a sphinx. Out of my library. Shoo. And she
Already-
brings out a small feather duster. Shoo, shoo.
already too many?
Yes.
Look, he has been very well trained. He won't hurt a single book.
Spark!
Give me a diplomacy check, little spout.
What's the worst that could happen? Little
You need to
spout
stop- you need to
bats
stop
her
saying that.
little eyes.
And she doesn't stop wielding the feather duster. She kind of she points it at you, little spout. If anything in here gets destroyed, I'm holding you personally accountable.
But look, he's big.
Personally
He's good
accountable.
He's good at holding all of my books for
This is a library.
They can't hear me
Aw.
past that wall. And she kind of points out to this wall right over here.
Oh, that takes all the fun out of it.
him. But then little spout waves her book again. Wave.
You see some fancy runes along that wall. Fancy runes indeed.
Any sequel?
Yeah. Looks over to the set. She looks over into the rows of books. Yeah. She points you in this direction. She gives you a section number, which. she
Sorry,
knows.
which section did she point to?
I've outlined it in red.
Oh, I have to go find it.
Wait, no, that's the wrong layer.
Well, that would do it.
Oop, there we go.
Haha.
There it is. And then at that point, little spout just sort of starts prancing away.
I put other things on the wrong layer. Give me 1 second. Put all of my cats on the wrong layer. As you do.
That
So
would
this looks
explain
a
it.
little empty.
There we go. And
But yes, little spout needs to know what happens with the geothermic.
and as you kind of step past the area, little spout, you kind of hear. Well, you stop hearing like Steady Shoot and them from behind you as you step past this little wall right here, and you are more greeted with the sounds of page turning and more of a quiet ambience.
Mm-hmm.
Page turning.
Yes, as per typical in a library.
Weird.
What?
Something weird.
Star Dancer, you'd be kind of quick to assume this. That little kind of wall enchantment for the silence is increasingly becomes slightly obvious that at least given how spirited the lecturer in the hall above you in the map is giving his lecture. Seems to be bleeding through the door rather easily.
Does
However,
the voice of... Sorry. While I'm kind of looking around, we all hear the voice of this lecturer, right?
yep.
Does it sound familiar at all?
It does not. However, what he's going over seems to be semantics about the wish spell.
That's definitely a class you want to have.
Indeed.
Wish 101. Actually, this would be more like Wish 580.
Ah!
Wish 101 is learn everything before wishes.
Yeah. This is like, these people know how to cast Wish, but like, probably shouldn't until they take this class.
Wish 101 is just reading the monkey's paw.
Yeah. Over and over and over.
Oh, the monkey's paw. I think I read that in high school. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fucked up story. However, what are the rest of you doing as Little Spout wee into the library?
What should we do?
I mean, Little Sprout doesn't get distracted. She needs to investigate the important things.
Right. I am going to do the fact. I'm going to continue on forward. There is, or was at least, an ivory drop here. And this person here is very upset that there was already an ivory drop here. So she was thrown out.
Well, was Ivory Drop thrown out, or?
Not from that you know from your scrying.
Yeah. It hasn't been a full day yet, so I don't think I prepared any more scrying spells. Nor do I have a mirror pool.
It's also fair. Wow. Little Spout, where you are currently seems to be a more public collection of books and fancy things.
Possibly too many books. She is looking for things written in a language that she can understand. So
Well,
otherwise, it's not very useful.
The shelf that you had pointed you to is specifically like seems to all be books in Terran, and you do find the sequel to the book that you were just reading among them.
Well, then I mean, you know what little.
Star Dancer, what are you doing?
What you doing?
Does this area look like it has any other exits?
You did see some on top. There was a walkway leading toward the fourth floor of the building, leading out what seemed to be back onto a different set of just like another road, pretty much, to this place. Like, this is the entrance on the ground floor. You could enter in here, and you could exit up toward the top, out through the back.
I kind of flutter from a steady shoot's head to kind of on top of this bookshelf.
I'm going to turn around and go up a level to make sure that they're not escaping at the back.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any specific other entrances other than the one up there, but you could fly up there. So is that what you're doing? Yeah?
Yep.
Forgot about that. Hang on, let me move, yeah.
Cheater.
I have so many ways to fly.
I have no ways to fly.
I have one way to fly, but really, do you need more?
I mean, if it's unlimited flight, no.
There you go.
But not everybody has unlimited flight.
That sounds like a
Unlimited
personal
flight
problem.
that can't be turned off by magic relics and stuff.
Well, I mean, if she flew into an anti-magic field, she might have a problem.
Yep.
Hang on, let me
Since she has a lack of wings.
let me give you this this fancy lighting here. There you go.
Oh look, now I can't see everything.
Aha! And global illumination for you. There you go.
Haha.
Ah.
So, what does this upper section appear to be?
The upper section, if I am looking at my notes correctly right here, currently you seem to be in a more quiet reading room. There are a couple of sphinxes on each one of those little desks there that are actually reading, and I can put little icons there for your reference. One, two. That was a big thing. You can stop that right now. There we go. And it's kind of reading together, and as you kind of open the door, they're both female, and they seem to kind of like look over. And it's immediately apparent that they are definitely sisters, just given how they look. But they look over at you, and they start kind of whispering to each other, like almost just in a hushed way. But they are not breaking like the occasional look over and eye contact, like they're spreading rumors kind of thing.
I'll ignore them and pass and go look at all the books while looking for the people I'm looking for.
This area of books over here seems to be another more public collection, though a little bit. It's made for a little bit what seems to be higher level reader. Most of these books seem to be written in Sphinx. You have a lot of specific semantic books on like the history, prestidigitation, etc., like all that kind of stuff.
We wouldn't want to know about the history of presidency.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. It's, wonder if I've read that or not.
But I mean, the
Might as
real
well pick it up
answer
and look
is
at it.
nobody could be interested in that while there's still the mysteries of the Terran romance.
Uh-huh.
Sure thing.
Also a fair statement. Just placing things around for y'all. There we go.
Yeah, I kind of look around this. Sorry, from my perch up top the bookshelf, I look around this room. Do I see any sign of that room that I saw them take ivory drop to?
These doors that are up here seem to be the same style of doors as you've seen in your scrying. Like 4 of them. One, a sphinx is in front of one, seemingly just kind of reading a book.
Oh, okay. I kind of on top of this one here. Let me think. You know, I've been spent quite a bit of time getting used to Ivory Drop's coat hairs lately. Do I see any signs of those in front of any or around any of the doors?
You do not. The floors, funnily enough, they're not carpeted, but they seem pristine. There's no blemishes upon them. Even if Little Spout had been leaking water behind her at all at any point, it would seem to kind of fizzle away.
Hmm.
Can't have a dusty library, right?
Well,
That'd be
I
terrible.
mean, you can. But will you?
The answer is clearly no.
Yes. Are none of them are open, right?
None of them are directly open now. So you can't really hear anything behind any of them either. So.
Alright, I just kind of sit there for a bit and trying to make my decision on which one I would like to go through.
That's where you roll a d4.
Indeed. But the other problem is, I'm a bird.
Also fair.
And just so you know, as I am still a bird, I'm perched on top of bookshelves.
Yes. I assumed you were fluttering around. I don't think Darkfire has wings quite like a
No.
Star Dancer.
I was just telling Isdell from his Discord message that he's following me.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Islo's following you.
Yes.
There we go.
Alrighty. I go land on Isdel's back and alrighty. What is behind door number 1?
This one over here?
The one on the left. Far left.
Ah. Well, opening door number 1. Just take off this little dynamic lighting lamp. Boop. Seems, go over this right here. Seems to be a reading room of sorts. I'll move you guys over here to your proper place. Up. Seems to be a reading room, though nobody seems to be in it. However, this reading room looks very, very, very styled in the way as the kind of room that you had seen.
It's a reading room now with 30% less reading.
Yes.
Alrighty, go ahead. Now what's behind door number 2?
Door number 2. Bonk. Also, can I have a perception check for you?
Yes.
Just so I can have that on record. And
Can I take 2?
not on this one. Alright, there we go. Door number 2. An additional reading room, though this one is slightly different. The atmosphere inside of it is supposed to be more of a warm atmosphere. Seems like you can definitely color these rooms however you want to fit whatever kind of reading atmosphere you'd like. So, also empty.
Alrighty. But no one in this one.
Nope.
Just a second. Alrighty, so what is behind door number 3?
Door number 3. And you find that one is click. That one seems locked. And then you kind of hear a voice from the other side. Who is it?
Does that voice sound familiar?
It does not.
Okay. Well.
Where is that?
Squawk!
Percy, is that you?
Wait, what'd they say?
Percy, is that you?
I kind of nudge Isdel to maybe make a move for the last door.
To make a move for it?
No, whoops. No, to move towards the last door, but quickly, before this person decides to see if it's Percy.
Okay, I'll move towards the last door really quickly.
And what's behind that one?
That one opens. No problem. Let me take off that door. Oop-a-doop-a-deep. Let me double check what this one is. Yep, cool. This one is also a reading room, though it has a small little couple shelves of its own. Seem to be almost a personal collection, though there doesn't seem to be anybody in here. A lot of the stuff has to do with scrying. There's a couple books on different time magics, etc., that kind of thing. However, as you open up the door, you hear the other door on the other side kind of open. Percy! Where'd you gone?
Wait.
Oh, not Percy.
Percy! Percy! And a couple,
What?
I kind of.
couple
I
of the
can't
other
glance.
Persians around, you hear them say, shh! Sorry.
Oh, Persians are fine too.
I kind of look over. What does this one look like? Or what does this Sphinx look like?
Oh, this Sphinx looks like he definitely lost his glasses. He's squinting around, and he's definitely older than what most of the general if you had to rate it on like people, like how you would look at people, the general age of what you'd seen around here is like people at the age of like 40, 50, in their 50s kind of thing. Like that's what the Sphinxes look like to their relative ages. This guy looks like he's about in his 80s or 90s.
Oh man.
And yeah, he's definitely squinting around and looking around. He seems almost kind of like worried in a way, but not really. Like he's just like that kind of frail old man that lost something.
Well, great. Now I feel bad.
Old man shakes hand at cloud.
Seeing him squinting around, kind of make my form as close to it, like tug up to Isdell's form as close as possible, so it doesn't seem like the eagle is talking. Oh wait, hold on. There's another person right there, huh? Have you lost something, old man?
He looks up toward the voice. I've lost Percy. He's like rather sad. Where's he gone?
I don't know. What is Percy?
Oh, the cutest little lad. Kind of gestures to something around your own size. Cute little birdie. Flew off somewhere. Haven't seen him in ages.
Oh, what was he?
He kind of scratches his head a little bit. He was a raven. Cutest little one.
Oh, I don't suppose you had a cat either.
Yeah. I miss my kit. I miss her too. I miss both of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure they miss you too.
And he kind of he reaches out to pat whoever's there. Pat, 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 pat. Thank you, kind sir.
I take it. Well, I don't suppose you've had any visitors lately, like a pony or something, or like maybe a sphinx named Unk?
Scratches his head again. I thought ponies weren't allowed in here. Are they letting them in? About time.
Oh yeah. Or wait, I'm small. I mean, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's just as long as they don't hurt the library. You know how ponies can be.
And
I mean, sphinxes.
he gets a kind of sour look on his face. They ought to be more accepting. And from this, you get another shh from some other folks in the library. Oh, you shush it!
All right. Well, I should probably get going back to my studies.
Very
I'm terribly
well,
sorry to have bothered you, but one question: do you know an Unk?
And he kind of scratches his head a little bit more. Onk. Think that sounds familiar. I know an onk. He kind of seems to rack his brain. Onk. He's a sphinx, isn't he? Yeah, he's a sphinx.
A
Right?
very, very, very kind sphinx too.
He's the one with the braces. Nobody likes those braces. Why are they melded onto his skin?
Out of character. Damn. Second character. I don't know. He never really told me.
I bet he didn't read the manual on whatever spell he did to make that his focus. What a silly guy. He kind of seems to shake the thought away.
Well, have you
I
seen
haven't
him?
seen anything in about 4 days. I lost my glasses. Sorry.
I kind of peek around the door and look into his room. Do I see any glasses?
You do, on the ground behind the desk, right next to this window. Makes it kind of hard to read. Nobody here wants to help me out. They think I'm mad.
Lean down, kind of pick him up in my beak. I think I found him. Right here for you.
He looks almost ecstatic. You have! He kind of puts them on. Blink, blink, blink. What form are you again?
I'm an eagle.
Okay. Blink, blink, blink. Just making sure.
Wait a second, you're the wrong kind of bird now?
I don't know, because if you were like a raven or a crow or something, that would shit definitely change. Oh, come
I
on.
could really make him think he's crazy here, though.
Blink, blink, blink. Oh! You aren't a sphinx. And he kind of tilts his head. Curious. And he like kind
I
of...
kind of tilt my head and go, squawk?
Wait, you're an eagle?
Give me a deception check.
You mean left?
Oh yeah, bluff. Sorry, not 5e.
Oh man, I hope I fail this.
You fail.
Okay,
Nice.
good. You're just kind of go. Oh, I'm just kidding. Yes, it's me.
And kind of
I mean, magic.
he raises like kind of a shaky paw. It's clear that he definitely has like Parkinson's of some sort. Kind of he kind of distends your wing, like looking at it like curiously, whether or not you want that to happen or not. Like it just kind of opens your wing. Oh, you definitely are a bird, and then he goes to the other side. Strange one. You're one of them fancy talking familiars.
Yes.
Who's your master?
He's just in this room here, actually.
I would love to shake his hand.
No problem. It'd actually be a paw. Yeah, he's just in here, but we've been looking for our good friend Onk and his visitor. Her name is Ivory Drop. We last saw them in here, but we're having a bit of trouble finding them.
Doesn't ring a bell, that Ivory Drop, doesn't? He kind of
Well,
walks
she's just
in.
like a pony, kind of a bluish coloring.
Like I said, I haven't seen anything in the last 4 days. I apologize.
No problem.
And he comes in. Sir! Oh, madam, I don't discriminate. Kind of, he gently gives you a poke, Mr. Isdell. Poke. You are feeling well.
Sorry, say that again?
He's giving you a poke. Darkfire had led him in here.
Hello.
I just wanted to compliment you on your very kind familiar. You did a great job bonding with him. Kind of holds out a paw. Sphinx or not, you're good in my books. Any spellcasting.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Kind of turns around. The Sphinx himself is more of like a kind of a blacker coloration. And funnily enough, upon just a very, very, very close inspection, that perception check that you had given me earlier, Darkfire, would kind of you slowly start seeing that like, you can somewhat see through him almost, very slightly. He's slightly translucent.
This guy?
Yep.
You are so bad at lying, I can see right through you.
Nothing felt off about his paw shake or anything like that. I'm just pointing out that it's like if you set the opacity to 98.
I kind of reach out a wing and poke him.
Ooh. Well, I suppose it's only fair. I touched your wings, you get to poke me. He kind of opens his own wing. There it is. And he opens his other one. There it is.
Apologies, you just seem a bit translucent.
Oh, dearie. Am I a ghost now? And he kind of thinks. Oh, keep forgetting that. He kind of looks a little bit sadder. I should really stop forgetting that.
Do you know what happened?
Well, I died. He kind of
But how?
shrugs a little bit.
The first essential requirement of becoming a ghost.
And he kind of gives a little shrug. Oh, you cross everything off your bucket list, and then you just live until one day your heart says no more, and you just kind of die.
So you died of old age?
I suppose. Old age for a sphinx.
Because to be honest with you, we actually did meet your familiars.
Oh, you've seen them. Percy!
Percy and they're not here right now, but they are in whatever the name of that one city was.
Yeah, Erlon.
The one we just left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in Erlon searching for you.
They were looking for me, and he looks like he's about to like break down and start crying. Oh, the happy lads, happy days. They could find me here, and he kind of he looks up to the sky. Percy, Percival, I'm down here. You silly folk. Mika looks back to you as though I could just cry.
Well, that's awkward.
Well, don't cry.
But what if I want to?
Sorry, crying has been outlawed. It has been 5 years now.
Okay, Empress Little Spout making the laws of her next town. No crying.
Man.
Any expression of emotions will be.
Alrighty. Well, we'll move on to Mr. Steady Shoot. While this stuff was all going down, you had heard Steady Shoot and Little Spout, since you guys were out here. You guys had heard multiple different, it would seem to be a rather old-sounding voice from down the couple bookshelves and a couple a couple times through the conversation.
Okay.
Well, Little Sprout is busy learning secret Earth stuff from the viewpoint of Earthlings, which is very important.
Well, if you ever have to
Super
ship Earth beings, I'm giving you a +1 circumstance to that. There you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not even a +2. That must be a shot. Those must be some pretty shoddy novels.
It would be a +2 if their names were Divergent and Convergent.
Well, I mean, if you figure that you got a +1 for 8 days worth of reading, it's still pretty good.
I would, if anything, I would give you a -1 for reading like a Harlequin novel about them.
Wow.
I mean, maybe it's a really high quality romance novel, you know?
Look, this was clearly written with feeling. You just don't understand.
You're right.
Says Little Spout, sighing with some exasperation.
All right.
And,
So I'm looking around. I need to go in the direction that these guys didn't go.
And it's kind of hard for you to navigate, but you can. Because clearly this was not meant for Antians.
Clearly, yes. Finally, a place I'm used to. I mean, that's awful. Anyway, also remember though, I don't know. I don't think I want to waste it, so I have that my squeeze magic item, but it only works for 10 rounds a day.
Magic squeeze.
So
Oh,
if they're
wait.
checking the northern places, I guess I'm checking to the south.
Uh-huh. So, which doors specifically? Feel free to ping them.
I'll start. If anything,
What if I don't want to?
I'll start closer to the back. Then I'm gonna go over here.
This guy?
Yes.
Perfect. And you open the door,
Eek.
but you don't hear the hinges do anything. And as you kind of
That's
go
a quiet
in.
library.
It is, and as you kind of go into these doors, it's silent. You can't even hear your own heartbeat through your ears.
That's
Everything's
weird.
just quiet. There's a couple of sphinxes in here, which I'll place on the map, just for you. Whoop. Whoop. They seem to be reading really thick volumes of something that you can now actually read because you know Sphinx. They seem to be reading about pretty much different semantics for different semantical things for 8th level spells. They have diagrams of things like components on them, the different movements for pause. Though all the diagrams seem to detail Sphinxes doing it and nothing really else. And none of them seem to give you, at least most of them don't seem to give you any attention. One of them vaguely kind of looks up, gives a dirty glare, and just keeps looking back down toward his book and keeps on reading.
All right. So after taking the peek, I'm gonna probably leave. Yeah.
That's
Go
fair.
ahead
then.
and just back out and go to this other door here.
Hmm. This other door right over here.
Yeah, over here. That's
And
that door.
you open up this door, and inside you find well, it seems to be a reading room. Well, it is a reading room. There's a desk in the middle though that seems to be more of just like more of an office style one. This one specifically has some billboards with study stuff on the wall that seems to already have been there, and what takes your notice is that you do see a saddlebag that looks rather familiar to you.
The saddlebag. I look at the saddlebag.
The saddlebag is definitely a saddlebag from Miss Ivory Drop, as it has her cutie mark on the satchel where it snaps.
Oh God, a saddle blag.
Saddlebag. It's the new Ponyfinder item.
Saddlebag.
Haven't you heard about it?
And that sounds like the most amazing thing ever. I need two.
All right. So, the saddlebag. I inspect it.
Well, it is rather empty for the most part, save for what seems to be a pinkish paper, though there doesn't seem to be anything written upon it. There seems to be a couple sheets of those in there, as well as just some quills and ink.
Is there
Okay.
also a sofa?
Well, the
There is
question
no
is
sofa in
there
there.
also an ivory drop?
There is not. Seems like these were just left behind.
Is there anything else to hint at age? I don't know if I'm any good at that.
Yeah. Mind you, this is the part where I tell you that Little Sprout wasn't just being ridiculous. Now that she has gained pretty much the trust of everybody and she can study as she pleases, she is going to look for Terran books about Golem philosophy and behaviorals, just to sort of get a better insight into what the heck those golems were thinking and how to deal with them in the future.
Ooh, fancy. Give me a perception check for that.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
You find a book about constructing golems and things like that, and flipping to a page that is relevant, you figure out that golems that are created in the way that she had done, a little bit of herself, carry a little bit of the personality of their master with it, which seems to be a little bit of jealousy in this case. Jealousy or competitiveness, whichever one you'd like to choose.
So, whose fault was it that they were kind of weird? Her fault.
Well, I mean, yes, definitely her fault. I guess it could have been that it was something like someone came in and tampered with them.
Well, they just seem to be trying to do their job better than each other, and since the steel golems were more on their way in to replace the stone ones, they were a little bit salty and wanted to show that they could do things still too. The silly golems. City shoot. Looking around because you had asked something to more assume the age of how long it might have been there.
Yeah, I'm no good at that, but we'll see.
Give me a perception roll for that guy.
I mean, if you're making me do a perception roll for it, then then I'm actually quite good at it.
Ooh.
Or at least rather good at it. I don't know. I perceive at 25 perceptions.
I can see everything.
I mean, I can see 25 worth of things.
Yes, you can. You kind of see as you're looking around on here. There's a couple things that are around on the billboards that might assume at least the age of some things. There seems to be like a couple shopping lists up on the thing, both for alchemical ingredients, ingredients for things like golems, funnily enough, and like just general shopping lists, like pick up ingredients for Hayburgers kind of level stuff that are just general shopping lists for let's go have food for the month.
Right.
They don't seem to be too dated in how they look. I mean, you can probably assume that given their place on the billboard compared to some other notes that are on there, these were written within like the last day or so.
All right. So this tells me some things, but not where she is or who she is. I kind of want to take it though. But I also don't want to take it if she's all right.
What's the worst that could happen?
You're right. What is the worst that could happen?
Well, I mean, the last worst thing could happen kind of took a whole bunch of HP.
What's the next worst thing that could happen?
Yes. Okay, I do in fact pick it up and keep looking around.
Fantastic.
Door.
Door. Well, I'll open this door, describe what's in it, and then we're going to move on to Miss Stardancer, who's on a different floor. The store that you are going into, study sheet for next time, so you know, seems to be full of archives of what look like newspapers, more of local news than anything, just from a starting glance. And we go to Miss Stardancer. What are you doing on this floor, you?
Well, I've been looking at the book about the history of prestidigitation. It's okay. And looking for anyone that I recognize. I'm guessing I haven't seen them yet.
No, funnily enough, there doesn't seem to be many people here that you have recognized thus far. However, what you have figured out just through going through here and all this stuff is that people in here, with whatever their vestments may be or whatever their age is, in that kind of spectrum, is these people seem to be the more well-studied that you'd see around around Erelon, like either your level study or higher.
Okay. Do I find any books relating to studying ponies or unification bloodline?
You do in the in here. Actually, give me a oh no, I'll just put it on here. Hang on. Boop-a-doop-doop. You find right. Oh yeah.
Wondering around.
Looking up the unification, what specific topic were you looking into?
Just looking for previous research into it.
Gotcha.
Anything that I haven't run across yet.
There seems to be most of these seem to be publications from above, and you have read some of these books before. One of the stranger things is as you open up one of these books, it feels a little different in your hands as you do from like one of the ones that you read on the other side, and looking through the publications. Looking through the publication itself, like this is probably one of those books that you'd read at least a good many times and maybe even memorized some pages. So it seems to have the same exact little nooks and tears in the tops and bottoms of the pages as the one you had read in Erelon.
Ha. Well, that's different.
Is indeed. You continue to get small little disapproving glares your way from passing sphinxes.
So many glares.
Might point out that you learned prestidigitation was stumbled upon by a prankster. You did read that history book.
Of course it was.
Anything else you're looking for up here?
No. Not really finding anything. What do the doors lead to? Are they labeled?
The doors. Oh, let me go back to that map really quick. Which door?
Well, there's a set of double doors on the south.
On
Single door on the south.
This is right. This single door right over here seems to be more of a librarian's desk, though she hasn't really looked up from what she's doing. She's just kind of just reading.
These double doors.
These double doors right here.
And this single door.
Gotcha. The single door over here has just the label meeting room on it, like on the outside of the door.
No, okay.
The other one seems to have directions, and it kind of shows through here, and it gives a list of things that are past the door. One being the gallery, a sign for the restrooms, that kind of thing. Gallery, the restrooms, and what seems to be lecture room number 160.
Is there like a window that I can peek in the lecture room?
There is no window for it, though. If you are peeking through the door, I could certainly remove this little lighting thing.
Sure.
Oop. Seems to just be a small hallway leading out to it. Lecture room 160 is clearly labeled right down here, and you can hear a lecture going on over there.
Which way is down here?
Oh, right over here, sorry. Those...
Nope, I don't see the ping, so...
Oh, my bad, wrong layer. Whoop.
If it's not locked, I'll take a peek in.
Peek. And,
Being all stealthy-like.
give me a stealth roll.
I got a whole 10!
You are so sneaky. I can't.
I know, right?
Alright. On. And the door is a little creaky. You know, kind of peek into it. Let me move this. Make it peeking. Peek. And, peeking in there, there is a rather venerable looking sphinx who looks translucent. Like, at least fairly translucent. It's immediately apparent that he is up in front of the class.
What's with all the sphinx ghosts? What the hell?
Just kind of conducting the thing on the class, and as you kind of open the door, one of the students from the back like double takes back to you, gives you a small glare, and then goes back to doing his work.
Close the door back.
And
obviously not what I'm looking for.
Let me close that door for you. Meow.
Okay, well, obviously not anything else. And there's no way that goes down to the lower level from here.
There should be somewhere. Aha. They did have a stairwell, thing over in this direction that was pointing from that sign. That's the gallery. The gallery.
I'm assuming it's the direction I'm going because you're on the wrong layer again.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed.
Okay. I'm just gonna pass through and go downstairs then.
Oh, hang on. Let me double check my notes here, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. This is the janitor's cupboard.
Oh, well, whatever.
My bad.
Well, I mean, there's a stairs that go down to a window here, and then it goes back. What the heck? Okay, I'm just going this way.
I'm actually...
Oh, actually, I remember the other thing I needed to check in the section of terror and everything.
Oh?
Well, looking for anything that has to do with Beautiful's condition.
Ah.
Yes.
Give me a perception check for that one.
You and your perception checks. I'll have my revenge.
You have profession librarian?
I have profession perception check.
It takes you a little bit, and it takes you to like a couple sections over, but you do find you do find a thing, not really in Terran. It's written in Sylvan as pretty much a study on the sphinxes that you had met at the entrance.
Do they discuss this strange condition of being a statue but not really?
They describe that these, like, the sphinxes there are able to turn into rock and such, between rock and flesh, at will, more than anything. But it has
Little
to come
spot sets her head.
but it needs to come from them specifically.
Wait a second. Beautiful could have turned back to normal and she just never knew? I'm assuming she gets shushed.
Yes, you do get shushed. And steady shoot.
Alright, so I am in a room. It's a room with a bunch of newspaper. Probably gonna look slightly... Oh, there's a door into another room.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, it's not super interesting.
Wow.
Other than, I guess, except that it's kind of weird that that you have newspaper in this kind of library that's like trans-dimensional.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they have local shops and things like that. There's still news that goes on. However, one thing that kind of
that's
sticks
true.
out is there does seem to be an article that is out of place up on that little desk over here. That seems to have at least been recently left there.
Alright, article investigate.
It is a really old article. Dated a few thousand years before you were born.
Oh, okay.
However,
That's indeed quite a long time ago.
it seems to just be a black and white photo of the sphinxes that you had met outside the city, and one smaller one, right in front of the one that you had known to be female, and it just has the big words like on the headline that just says "gone missing," and there's like a little magnifying glass on the publication that's hovered over the smaller one.
Well, magnifying glass.
It's just like a part of the publication, like a decorative.
Yeah. The logo.
Yeah, like it's focusing on that smaller sphinx in front of them.
What's the smaller sphinx in front of them? Do I not recognize that one?
It's a very old publication. It's kind of a little bit harder to make out due to its age. However, it is the exact size as Miss Beautiful, comparatively to the other sphinxes.
Oh my god, we found it.
Okay.
The rest of the publication, though smudged in places, details how apparently at this point in time, the gatekeeper's daughter had been kidnapped.
Okay. Do they name the gatekeeper's daughter?
They do not in here actually. Funnily enough, they don't even name the
Stupid.
gatekeepers' names.
Stupid anonymity laws. No. Because we know Beautiful isn't named Beautiful. Okay. This is of
Whoa.
import. Actually, you know what? I put my head out there. Where's Little Spout?
Little
Can I see her
Spout.
from here?
Little Spout is currently perusing in this aisle right over here. I believe he said he had to flee suddenly. But Little Spout seems to be perusing through things that relate. What was he said he was going over again? I just had it in my mind.
Stuff relating to Beautiful's condition. Which
Yes.
Right.
never conditioned in the first place.
And I'm trying to. I guess I can't hail David because he's not here. But I'd be like, Little Spout,
What?
across the room here.
Yeah. I
Well,
would
this
take
is
it.
awkward.
I would take it. Little Spout would just more than gleefully.
Yes. This is actually something that we probably should show to him though.
Yes.
The player, because he's very interested.
Yes. In that case, we will move on to Mr. and Mr. Darkfire and Isdal.
Yeah.
Not Mr. and Mrs.
Yes.
Be real, Isdal, you'd be the Mrs. in that situation. Comes with the territory of being gay. You gotta live with it.
Except he's not gay.
Oh yeah. That was a territory that was explored.
That was not what we were expecting at all.
Yeah, neither was he. So it's all good.
Well, what are you doing? The darker sphinx just kind of seems to be just kind of slowly rotating around and just kind of leaving, and kind of like looking up. Oh, I can't wait to find Percy.
Well, yeah.
Can spirits leave?
I mean,
Would he be?
Well, it depends on what kind of spirit. I mean, you'd have to like roll some kind of knowledge for that, I think.
either knowledge or look it up in a book. You are in a library after all.
We should probably look it up because if we need to take him with us, then he can go see Percy one last time and be put to rest. Finally.
Yes, please. I have one more thing I need to do while you do.
Okay.
I kind of pop from his head, pop onto his head, and then kind of take a gentle flight along each of these bookcases.
Flutter, 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 flutter.
As I come back up to the front desk.
And
Is-
the librarian gives like a kind of plaintive look upward. Yes, familiar. What do you need?
Oh, I was looking for a friend of mine. His name is Onk. Have you seen him lately?
He's a regular here. He kind of owns the place, or runs it rather. And she kind of thinks. Yeah, he runs it at this point.
Do you know where I could find him?
No, he likes to step out. He likes to go out and about town with whatever his new scummy friend is.
Okay. Well, in that case, do you know where I could find mirror pools for my master?
She kind of gives a small sigh. Your master a Sphinx at least?
Yes.
Give me a bluff check.
Onk is my master.
Wow, so racist.
Nice. Uh-huh. He came in here with a bunch of pony folk. Expect me to believe that? Well,
I know.
she kind
I
of
know.
kind of seems to gesture, and as vaguely as she can, out to the like up toward the top, where you had seen that pathway going outside of the building is like a secondary exit. At least what it seemed to be. Somewhere out there, I know somebody sells them. I don't expect me to show you the details though. I'm sure you could figure it out.
No problem. Thank you. I kind of start. Where is it again? Like,
It would
big
on the cardinally on this map, it would be toward the west. But toward the top of the building where there's a secondary exit.
Oh, okay, and there's like a balcony up there, and the view we have here's floor.
Yeah, like if I had to draw this like sideways, like where you are right here, the way it looked from the outside is that you have a path that goes like that. You have the whole library. Boop, boop, boop.
I can't see you.
Boop.
I
Sorry,
can't see.
let me boop, like that. You guys enter toward the bottom, and there's a secondary exit toward the top of the building. It goes out in its own pathway, like another road to this place.
All right. And so, all right, I kind of look that way, and then I turn back. You should be nicer, and then I flap off.
Nice.
All right, and that's all I'll do for now, so we can move on to someone else.
Isdell, what you doing?
Well, is there any librarians nearby?
I mean, Black Sphinx seems to be a librarian. Anything?
Well, wait, who?
The one that's slightly translucent.
Oh. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna ask him where I can find books on Soul Prison.
Oh, you're thinking planes. It kind of things. Where would planes be? Planes. He starts counting on his fingers. 1, 2, Like aeroplanes, or are you talking like planes like
Like
this?
planes of existence.
Ah, those kind of planes. I've read those books, and he starts thinking and scratching his noggin once more. I had to think. I think those would be on the third floor. Kind of gestures upward. Yeah, the third floor. That's where you'll find those. They like the travel planes up there.
Well, I think I'm gonna start heading that way.
I never got your name, lad. What's your name?
Isdal.
Isdell. You spell that like Izzddell? They didn't call me in for spelling bee for nothing.
I just say however you like to spell it and walk away.
Oh, what a
Don't be an ass. He's being nice to you.
what a strange lad, he says as you kind of walk off.
I'm not being an ass.
He's being a sass. There's a difference.
Well, okay.
I mean, you can't have sass without being an ass. So
He's right.
the ass and sass. How you interpret that is up to your discretion.
Well, the stairwell that you are looking for in question is next to where you see Steady Shoot and Little Spout in deep discussion about something beautiful. This is where you would find it.
Oh, there's a map.
Yes. Oop. Of course there's a map. What do you take me for?
I've been listening and not paying attention to the roll.
It's fair. Hopefully I've been giving good descriptions with or without a map.
You have been.
Aha.
So is this the floor? Do I need to go up the stairs farther?
Yeah, these are the stairs that go up to like the next floor.
Which way is up?
We're going to say the right side because they don't specify on this thing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up the stairs to the third floor.
To the GM's lair with you while I move your floors. Up the stairs, up the stairs, up the stairs. And I'm just going to bring you all the way to the third floor. Where we will bring Mr. KCB on this thing. On the same map as Ms. Lizanda. Start answer, rather.
Haha, which I was just about to go down, but you know, if you're. I guess I'm going to leave this area because
Yes.
no way to get down from here.
What you had gleamed from this top floor is that there is no specific way down, so this is like its own little entity above here for the people on the higher level, and the below 3 floors are pretty much all connected by stairs, given what Isdell was able to traverse.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Isdell, feel free to give me a perception check, so we may find your books. Oh, I should remove this door too. Oop, there you go. Now you can walk through it. Nice. Takes you a bit, but you do manage to find a book on planes right there in that shelf.
Which shelf?
Well, when I had outlined it
Oh,
right for
that's red. Okay. Well, I go and start reading books heavily.
What
Trying to
kinds
figure
of
out
what kinds of things are you looking for specifically?
to figure out how to retrieve people from soul prisons.
Gotcha. I will.
And if it requires the body or not.
Gotcha. Let me I'll have you reading those while I move on to somebody else, and we'll come back to you, Isdell.
Good.
Alrighty. Let's see. Steady Shoot, did you wish to go on ahead, or would you rather wait for David?
I mean, I guess we can point this part out in a minute. So I actually heard the information that I probably need to know with someone else, but my character doesn't know that, so I'm still looking around.
Gotcha. What are you looking for?
I'm still looking for the ivory drop.
Gotcha.
Specifically that pony. But I guess I'm also looking for Onk. He seems
That's fair.
important.
In what way are you looking for him?
With my eyes.
I know, but I think he's looking for like clues, or are you just looking around?
Well, I mean, I was just looking around, but instead I've been finding these clues instead. So instead, I'm mostly just looking around.
That's fair. Well, feel free to give me a perception check. I will keep that in mind for as you look around. But it depends on where you look around that will come in handy. Ooh,
Nice.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Sure.
So, where are you going to go look around with that nat 20?
I mean, I was probably gonna just easily look around the places next, like here, where
This
I
is a s-
am.
This is a stairway upward. Did you
Staircase
want to go up
upward.
the floor?
Yes.
Aha, haha. The GM's lair with you while I move you around. Theoretical. On this map. Oh, no, Radical actually does not go on that map. Well, you gotta stay on this map. The other players. I just gotta move your token downward. Whoosh. Well, put you there. There you go. You are over here now.
Oh, okay.
I'll open
I
this
guess
door for
this
you.
is. Oh, okay. Hey, it's that room, only a floor up.
Yes. There are slight differences. It doesn't seem to have that same librarian thing. You are right. However, you do hear the flush of a toilet. That's the second you that we want.
Wow, that's where?
You hear a flush of a toilet to your right.
All right, a restroom to my right. That's nice.
You have to point these things out. And he thinks
Yes.
comes down. He gives you a dirty look.
I get out of the way.
There's more of them, and kind of turns around. Goes,
Hold on. Hold on.
what? You want?
If there's more of them, it means there was another.
There's too many of you.
Where is she?
Who the hell should I know? It's not like I keep a daily tracker on her.
Ooh.
All right.
But you sort of like to go over here, and she kind of you kind of points in a direction, pretty much toward this bookshelf that you're next to. Seems obsessed with that section. Kind of strange if you ask me. And he kind of starts walking off. Leave me alone.
Kind of nod in like a thank you kind of way, because he did actually help me. I look at the, I look at it.
The bookshelf itself seems to be a bunch of, well, I guess in D&D terms, sci-fi novels. Like from sci-fi from your character's perspective. And a lot of them seem to be fiction in what they are. Like a lot of time travel stuff. Buck to the Future is one of them. That kind of thing.
Oh boy, a bunch of time travel books. Really?
Nobody acknowledged my amazing pun that I came up with on the fly. Come on.
I didn't
Buck-
hear it
Buck
because my
Dodgers.
parents just told me they bought another dog.
Say that again.
But it was
Buck
called,
Dodgers.
it was like I was like
24.5
not like fiction books, you know, like Buck to the Future and stuff like that.
No.
Come on,
Wow.
that was great.
Uh,
For some reason I heard Buck Dodgers.
No, Buck to the Future, you know. You have the pony's hook.
Yeah, Buck Dodgers.
Buck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
uh-huh.
Ooh, I've never heard that one.
Duck, you are.
Duck-
Oh my god. Okay.
Duck Dodgers? Daffy Duck?
Literally the epitome of childhood.
Mid-aughts Daffy Duck cartoon? Extremely silly?
Don't. Yeah, I know Daffy Duck. Just the name sounds familiar, but I didn't actually watch a lot of Looney Tunes when I was younger.
This wasn't. This is sort of. I mean, it was Looney Tunes, but it's sort of post Looney Tunes as well.
So, like modern Looney Tunes.
Right.
Gotcha.
No, not really. Here you go.
Oh, yeah, I know that cartoon. God, Boomerang. Yeah, I know Duck
Duck,
Dodger.
Duck Dodgers intro, featuring Tom Jones.
Yeah, you find
Not kidding. It's sung by Tom Jones.
you find a few Sylvan books written, Buck to the Future, the Pony's Hoof,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
Everyone's all upset because Ankh brought what's her name here?
There's a couple that are missing from the shelves as if they had been checked out, though the labels beneath where their books had been, well, they seem to be labeled. This section at least seems to have been labeled. Reads. I was just about to say something. What was it? I forgot the name. It was so clever. It was another time travel book though, but ponified. It was like a pony or like a Sphinx version of Bill and Ted's like epic adventure. Like yeah. They definitely have a Sphinx like a cat's Persian version of a book series as well as like a checkoutable. It seems almost movie kind of rental kind of thing going on.
So they were getting a whole bunch of books from the fictional time travel section.
Yeah. Oh, so she's finding these. He also finds Dr. Mew.
Wow.
Oh.
You feel a little bit of like a little crumpled up piece of paper just onto the side of your head.
The investigation has begun on the paper.
And you open up the paper, and it is written in Sphinx, which you can now read.
Yes. I learned Sphinx just to get in here. I want to say it to somebody to impress them.
you read in big letters, "Nobody wants you here" on the sheet of paper.
Oh.
And looking over, you see one of the Sphinxes just kind of he's whistling really quietly to himself and acting like he didn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
All right. I don't do anything with it. That. Okay.
They are so angry and salty. Start answering.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, this section isn't any good, so I'm looking for the other section.
Ah, so you're going down a couple floors.
I guess.
Alrighty. Well,
We're not making much headway in here.
That's fair. Let me bring you back.
I think one of the other people was hinted at exactly what's probably going on right now. But
probably.
Yeah. What?
I said, probably.
I feel like it just delayed a reuniting between parents and child.
You mean a reunion?
There we go. Thank you.
Yes.
You're back with the entrance of floor 1 to start answering.
This is around here. Well, I guess I will check out down here for the same things.
Oh, this the whole unification kind of thing that you're looking for?
Yep.
Gotcha. You do find more of those books that you have read with all the same weird little markings on them that you remember on each page. There are a couple of other publications that you haven't read yet. They are specifically in Sphinx, though, which you can read. And they kind of detail things like where you might find, like I guess where concentrations above land, given surveys, like like the like where they would where you might seek to find the biggest concentrations of certain magics and things like that on the material plane. And right over here. Oop. Specifically, a lot of the earth and fire ones are going to be found on this side of the map.
Yep, basically what I found earlier.
Yep, and the a lot of the
But, you know, confirmation.
wind ones, like wind magic and things like that, wind elements, that kind of thing, can be found in this bottom section right over here.
Which is probably where I had them imported from.
Yes, and the only reason they discovered that is because of all the different trade routes going on along those ways. It seems to be perpetually windy, even given the fact that it's a kind of an isolated weather zone.
I see.
Magic. Aha. Well, we can finish up with Mr. Isdell. We could call it there for tonight, since David does need to be here for other stuff. But
I think that's where we are, yep.
Well, I am reading book. And what information do I find?
reading books, yes. I had it in my head. What were you reading again? Oh yeah, Soul Prisons. That's the thing. You find that yes, you do need the body, at least to bring a soul back from a different plane. Especially.
What about a soul container?
You do find some stuff on magic jars.
Well, because there's soul containers, like there's soul jars and stuff. If I put the soul in the soul jar, that would give me time to find the body, because souls in a soul jar aren't affected by dying.
Oh yeah. Well, you find things on magic jars specifically, where they replace souls with other things, and you find a couple strange, a couple diagrams of different colored like vases and things that like people had put together, blue ones, purple ones, the like just literal mason jars, like from the people who like wizards who were desperate enough to do that.
Okay.
But like magic jars in themselves, they do require the body to be there. It pretty much gives whoever makes it the option to switch out their soul with another body.
Okay.
Or switch out their own soul into another body and capture the other.
Okay.
Is there more information that you were looking for? Or?
Never mind. No, that's all the information I needed.
Perfect. Alrighty. Darkfire, unless you want to do anything else, that should wrap it up.
Alrighty, I'd just like to make a quick perception check for finding the shop where apparently they might sell silver mirrors.
Silver what?
Mirrors,
Ooh, silver mirrors.
like
Go-
mirror pool.
Gotcha. Are you just flying out of the building and looking around?
Yeah, going like looking in that vague direction I was given.
What's your take 10?
For perception,
Yeah, you could take a 10, or you can just give me a roll, whichever one you want.
32
Nice.
for take 10.
You eventually just kind of see a shop that it seems it's kind of strange. There is a lady on the outside who is dinging a bell right outside of her shop. It's a sphinx. She has two cloudy eyes and a crystal ball kind of on a table in front of her. She seems to be just advertising divination products in general. And on one of her little posters that hangs outside, like in her window, you do see one of those like little mirror pools, and it says like above it, "Now travel size."
Alrighty, now that I found that, I'd like to find a little nook that I could turn back to normal and rest in, where I wouldn't be bothered.
Well, very quickly as you are flying to find this nook, give me a reflex save.
Oh, no. Forgot about the books. You better just use mine. That's my worst one.
You managed to narrowly dodge one of the books that just goes zoom. And more ironically enough, it seems to be the history of flight. And you dodge it. Woo! You're kind of flying around more.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we'll continue to look for a little nook while being more careful for flying books.
The best little nooks are in spaces where you see a lot more scrolls than books. Because you just push them aside a little bit. Push. Especially on the higher ones. Their own little
Okay,
perches.
I just need like a big enough area where I won't be bothered, where I can turn back to normal.
Yep, you'd find a
and
big enough
sleep
one.
for a bit.
There are some scrolls the size of posters that you can just lounge in those spaces.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and do that and kind of crawl in there, turn back to normal, and rest.
Nice. We will end
Because
session
it's
there
been
for tonight,
quite
ladies
a
and
day.
gentlemen. I hope everybody did have fun.
Yep.
Well, it seems we did a lot less than the last time, but we're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Isdale just wants to get back, get everyone, and leave, but that's his.
Yep.
Ah. Well, I will see you all. I will not see you next week. Sorry. They have me working on Black Friday.
Aha.
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to work that. That was like part of my job description is that you have to come in on Black Friday.
Yep.
Have fun with that. I get paid to not go to work.
Well, actually,
How nice.
I get paid vacation now, Duck. It's nice.
Well, even if like I didn't have to work the evening shift at Black Friday, it's still fucking Black Friday, and I would not feel up to DMing
Yeah,
session
that's fair.
after Black Friday and Best Buy.
That's fair.
I might be going into my job at like 4 or 5 in the morning to help clean up the basement,
Ouch. Wow.
but I'm offering to because he offers a nice bonus, more than likely.
More than likely.
We'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
I do hope you guys had fun, and I will see you on the 30th. Will be our next session.
All right.
Alrighty. See you guys later.
Bye.
Y'all have a good night.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that some people on 4chan are pretty easy to trigger.
Oh no.
I want to come into this call to have a peaceful conversation.
What happened?
Rashi.
Hi, Neely.
Hi, Cadet.
How are you?
Oh.
I'm doing well.
I am glad.
Why do you turn into such a fucking fruit?
A fruit?
Are you surprised that there's fruits in this?
Memely has always been a fruit.
Yeah, like, where you at, boy?
He can't get it up.
Well, he's not just a fruit; he's a seedless fruit.
Wait, what's a fruit?
What, he got a vasectomy?
Oh, is this a term that I'm not familiar with?
Oh my god, it means you're gay.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you not know about that?
I did not know.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone use
You're
that.
20. You're at least 21. And you're telling me you don't.
I've never heard that term. Brash.
You've never heard that.
You never heard of the meme of that Michael Marone's kid?
Who's
You know,
fuck
the
is Michael
wheelchair-bound
Marone?
kid?
No.
Oh God, no! Don't,
Yeah,
oh.
he was the fruit that got turned into a vegetable.
Yeah.
Wait, so I take
Oh,
it
that's
vegetables
bad.
are straight people, yeah? Am I getting this
No,
right?
vegetables.
No.
Vegetables.
They're brain dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
that kind of
I
that kind
think,
of,
I
that
think
kind
your
of
parents
vegetable.
were right to name you KC.
Oh.
Knowing the story behind why you're named KC,
Your
I think
name
it's-
is
I think
Casey?
it's completely justified.
It's
now.
Like
the two
fucking
letters.
Tron the tit streamer?
No, the
it's
two
like
letters.
it's like
K and
Casey and
C.
the it's like the band Casey and the Sunshine Band, yo. It's just two letters.
Like,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
so he's black, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I'm black. I guess you could say I'm a minority.
Is that why all the women at school want to sleep with you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh.
They think you have a black dick.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
The only reason he's seeing a woman naked is because everyone around him has assumed he's gay.
Oh my God! I just found the fucking post about
Correction.
him.
They've assumed Slender Duck is gay. Let's be real.
Who the fuck?
Slender Duck is kind of gay.
Yeah. By the way, the one thing about the fruit turning into vegetable, I found it. I shouldn't be ashamed of knowing where to find it.
Yo, Slender Duck, I figured out what a fruit was.
Oh.
No!
God.
Oh God! I fucking. That's it.
Memely, no. Please don't. Please don't do
He's
this.
doing it again. Hold on. Wait, Memely, hold on a second.
Please.
Memely, I'm on the phone with Chief right now. Hold on a second.
What
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I'll tell him. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, I just got off the phone with Chief, and he told me to tell you that this ain't it.
It ain't it, Chief.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Wait, you confirmed that he's gay?
He confirmed it ain't it.
Oh.
It ain't it.
It
Yeah.
just isn't it.
Hello?
No, but I've literally
Yeah,
never,
sir,
I've never heard that term for a gay person, like fruit. And I have four fucking
yeah.
gay uncles.
Like, what the fuck? Really?
Yeah, like I haven't.
How the fuck? Have you been living under a rock for like forever?
No,
Well, he
like the
is
thing is I
asexual.
have like four fucking gay uncles, so you'd think I'd hear it at one point, but like.
No, your uncles
It's
are
kind of a
bears, not
miracle.
fruits.
What?
Jesus Christ, learn the
Kind of
difference.
a-
None of my uncles are bears.
I learned the difference. It could.
How can you get 4 gay uncles?
Well, I have 2 biological uncles that each found their own partners.
Okay.
Their own cousins?
Do the
Is that what
math.
you're about to say?
Yeah, I'm redneck. Well.
Oh well.
Yeehaw, fuck your sister, brother.
No,
Well,
but,
I mean, if it stays in the family.
no, but like that, I literally have like 2 biological uncles that had each
Okay.
found their own
There's
partners.
nothing wrong with twice.
Okay.
And now I have 4 gay uncles.
Simple
Okay.
enough.
Well, that's interesting.
I was living with one set of them over the
So how
summer.
many dads do you have?
4.
What?
Yeah, I've had 4 dads.
Not had, have, presently.
Fit like
Yeah.
I guess chromosomically, I have one biological dad who is far more fucking. sad than I am.
Presently.
Presently, one.
Okay.
It's a stepdad technically. My biological dad is like 10 times more Chad than me though in terms of looks, and he's a fucking bodybuilder, and I'm not.
And you
'cause I
know,
have,
so
like-
and personality, charisma,
No,
and sex
actually.
appeal.
social experience.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Memely is actually very attractive. I
Aw.
will
Yeah.
say that.
It's a shame it's all going to waste.
What?
It's all going to waste in an anus.
No. That's no. You'll understand this.
Motherfucker, what is he transitioning?
No, he's asexual.
Okay.
I relate to that.
Yeah.
Like what? What? Okay.
Oh, I get it.
What do you mean you get it, you fucking autist?
You'll see in the chat.
Hold on. I need to show you.
What? That meme link cadet or fuck it? What? Like,
No.
dude, fucking
No.
explain this instead of being an implicational retard.
He literally said it.
Implying. Yeah, he said it. I'm asexual.
Okay, good for you. You want a medal?
No.
No, that-
you
Calm
were asking,
down,
You were asking for an
Jesus.
Oh my god.
You were
Look,
asking
No,
for
but
an
it's like he was
It was in
making
his
a massive.
defense.
No, he was making a. Minty was like building this up to be
No.
something,
he
and it's
wasn't.
absolutely
No.
nothing.
No, dude. Okay. Let me explain. Okay. When I said it's all going to waste, that's what I meant.
Okay, so he says, okay, so I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
It's just I don't know. You said something afterwards, like you'll learn later, or something along the lines of
Yeah,
that
like,
you were building
wait.
it up to something, and I was
I
like,
was
is it
expecting you to figure it out. You know, that was on point. Or just sorry.
Well, I don't know. Shit, man. I'm not a mind reader. It could be a number of fucking reasons.
Rendrick, I need to show you this picture from my dad's
Okay.
Facebook, my biological dad's Facebook.
Okay.
He
Okay. Go wherever.
He's literally far more fun.
Yeah, he's a Chad. GG. You got no luck.
Wow, is this guy like in a rap song or something?
No.
He kind of reminds me. It's like audio. It's like Audio Wave Dasher's dad.
I'm literally.
You mean the person who created the Wave Dasher with his own?
Yo, Memely, I want to lift with your dad, bro.
He's got the. He's got the fucking. Like all he needs.
He's Pitbull. He looks like Pitbull.
All he needs, he's got the fucking sports shades. All he needs is a wife beater, and he'll be full on domestic violence any
Y'all,
day now.
I found a fucking I was just scrolling through his Facebook wall to find more pictures, and this is what I fucking found. Like,
Nice to see you're stalking your dad's Facebook for pictures.
It's fucking
Oh my
hilarious.
god.
He's just out here chatting it up.
None of those are
boy.
mares.
Wait,
Here, I'll post
None
this
of those
again.
are horses. What the fuck?
which one's your dad? I can't
Oh.
tell.
He's the one on the left
There we go.
Okay,
with the thumbs up.
because like
Yeah,
three of
he's
them were
fucking
dudes
pretty
with
much
the
half
same.
of those women.
Yeah, he
Good.
probably is.
Yeah. You're straight shit out of luck, fam.
Hang on. I have an actual.
Why do you make
comparative-
memes about
If
yourself?
one day you get a girlfriend and you walk in to your dad fucking her, you only have yourself to blame.
I didn't make that, Brashy. Venport made it.
Okay,
It's
never mind.
It's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
I rescind my insult.
Yeah. Okay, Brad.
Rescind my insult.
Meanwhile, this is me like 2 years ago. Be my dad, Chad. Be me in my fucking Link cosplay at a gamer convention.
Okay, you're a fucking beater. Thank you for confirming.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. Here's a comparison. of
How did you swim? Did you swim in a fucking raft from Cuba to get here? What happened?
Yeah,
Tell
bro.
us your life story.
It's fucking. Look at this. This is literally my dad versus me. An actual picture.
Whoa.
Like, that's
Sweet
years ago.
Christ! You have no development from a testosterone standpoint.
It's true.
Like, dude, can you please go see a doctor and get some supplements? This is.
Nigga.
I'm serious.
Nigga, I'm a software engineer. What do you expect?
Nigga, lift some weights.
You're a software engineer.
How about you eat a fucking sandwich?
He took me to a fucking gym as a fatherly bonding experience when I went out to Florida for a month, and it was the most terrible time I've ever had in my entire life.
That's because you're a little bitch.
I could barely lift the fucking bar at the time.
Just have fun with your dad, dummy.
45-pound bar.
At the time, I was,
45
at the time I was 59 pounds.
Ты чё, товарищ?
Jeez.
Задолбал меня честно.
Okay, sweet.
Communism.
Ben Chris.
It's like you're really fucking with me here, fam. You were 59 pounds. Like, how old were you? 8?
It was 15, I think. Yeah, 15.
What?
I think I was 15. Yeah.
You were
15
89
and
pounds
90
at 15 years of age?
59 pounds. And yes.
59 pounds?
I have an actual
No,
image.
no, I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Hold on, let me pull up my old band picture because it's me compared to the other people in middle school.
Oh no.
I was fucking
Don't
tiny.
pull up the
I was.
meme one.
I'm fucking flabbergasted at 59 pounds at 15 years old. You sound like an anorexic teenage girl at like 5'3".
No,
I mean,
What?
that kind of looks it.
I was just fucking. I was tiny as fuck. Like, I was the smallest one in my class.
Are you a fucking hobbit?
Not anymore.
He's like 12, dude. Come on.
Hang on. Let's see.
Wait.
Here.
Yeah, come on. Mimi's just 12.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Wait, have you hit puberty yet?
It took me till sophomore year, but yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
Have you finished puberty yet?
No, guys, I haven't. Hey guys, there it is. I found it. All right, I'm gonna post this.
Hold on, I'm gonna call for Chief.
Alright.
I think he's got like an alarm on you.
That was me.
All right, are you in the top right?
I'm in the top right, yeah.
Oh, little teeny tiny boy.
You're a fucking hobbit.
Pointy ass.
Hobbits are like thick little boys.
No, okay, yeah. Okay, so
No,
he's like what,
hobbits
a
aren't
miniature
thick.
elf?
Hobbits are small, but they have huge feet.
Yeah, they got thick little boys. Come on.
Okay, so hobbits are he's stick, not thick.
He's a halfling.
That's an alto saxophone I'm holding, and it was over half my height if I just set it on the ground.
Oh,
I'm surprised you
boy.
could lift it.
I know, me too.
Well, I mean, not with that attitude.
Let's be real though, ladies and gentlemen. 2012 me was definitely
Well,
oh, this was 6 years ago.
Look at this.
you can only go one way but up.
Oh, the guy.
Oh boy.
How old are you in that pic?
That was from December 12th to 2012.
Can we see something 6 years later?
6 years later. That's like now.
Can I
right?
get your damn age on the
dumbass,
phone,
do math.
Mimi?
Yeah. Hang on.
Wow.
Hold up.
Wow.
Nah, I got you. Let me look at my fucking band photos this year. I got a good one.
Let me get your damn age on the phone,
I'm,
guy.
I got a good one for you, Rendrick.
Writhing in
It's me
anticipation.
it's me in band, self-booping.
Mimi, are you going to bed?
Let's see how much.
Yeah,
let's see
yeah.
how much you've progressed from a physiological standpoint.
I'm gonna fucking eat you at Babs.
Bet.
I'm gonna fucking eat your little toes.
All right. It's uploading. It's almost there. You're about 80%. But what this photo is going to detail is me self-booping in my duck self-boop shirt with my duck.
Oh, you turned to a Jew. Good to know.
Turned into Bob Ross. Thank you very much. Oh, here's a better comparison image because I still have my alto saxophone.
There's two types of curly hair. There's the Jewish curly hair, and then there's the Hispanic curly hair. You've got the Hispanic curly. Are you like Puerto Rican, Cuban?
I'm Hispanic.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. But like here, this is a better comparison because my saxophone's there just like for the other one. If you want to.
Okay, you're less of a stick. Well, okay, you're still kind of a stick, but less so.
Man, you should have like a Mexican girlfriend so that she can wear a shirt that says I'm Hispanic and you can wear a shirt that says I'm her Hispanic.
That's amazing.
You're welcome. God, I'm about to throw my controller.
Thank you, Theo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot I drew it.
Hang on, I want a better image because those are all with my hat on. I actually have a fucking. This was me in 2017, so only like a year.
I like how your style got even more retarded since the last.
No,
video.
like if I actually like let my hair grow out, this is what I'm gonna be coming to Babs with.
Oh Jesus Christ! Wait, I remember you. I remember this picture.
Yeah. Look at Brashy calling up the chief. That ain't it.
Like,
Why? Wait, why did Cadet post that?
Damn.
Because
Damn.
I thought you posted that. Ha! It's funny because
Here,
Randall
have a
moved to the
picture of
chat.
because
me.
she
At,
can, she said.
Okay.
Yeah.
have a picture of me at age 15.
Epic.
Damn.
Y'all want to see Brony Man? Hang on. Oh, and I'm wearing a Markiplier shirt. This is great. 2014.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you're such a nice guy.
Look at this. 2014 meme. Brony Man. 4th of July. At my fucking Mexican get together with my family. As you could see, my cousin with her 4th baby in her arms.
Wow.
Theo, you look
Spanish can you get?
especially feminine in that picture.
Oh. What about this picture? Does this picture
What
equal
happened to your
that?
facial hair, fam?
What? That picture was when I was 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, it is like.
I still haven't shaved, but it barely shows. Here, let me take a selfie right now. Yeah. Selfie taken. Shit, didn't save.
Look, I want to find my youngest fucking picture in my phone. Oh, it's me as a baby. That's as young as you can get. Thank you, Mom. Hold up. Y'all want to see Pumpkin Meanly?
Sure, bud.
Yo, I got a.
Let's get at her.
I got a pumpkin. Look at this. I'm a pumpkin.
That's nice.
You look like a gay pumpkin.
Brashy, give me
Alright.
give me your baby
Here's a
picture,
picture
bro.
of me now.
No.
Yeah.
I don't live with my parents, so I don't fucking have my children pics on the line.
Theo, give me your baby picture.
Oh shit, let me look for my baby picture. I have it somewhere.
I have a fucking picture where I just look fucking terrified. It's Raven Inkwell. I love that mare. She's a good mare.
Would you fuck
I
her?
like Raven.
I would not.
Why not?
Because that's gay.
Oh my god.
I don't fuck ponies. Sorry.
No. Sorry.
Is everybody over to the other call?
I would only fuck Rarity to cuck her cuck her away from typical, just to be a good
Oh.
friend.
I thought you hated Rarity.
I do. I would pop a hate boner and just do it. I would suck it up and do it for a friend.
Go with it and do it.
Y'all. This
You-
some scared baby shit.
Where the fuck is my baby picture at? I look like fucking like Ernie. Here it is. Here's a pic. Here are 4 pictures of me at various ages. Discord, and right there. They'll probably post out of order, but like, yeah.
I love that mare. It's such a good mare. Oh, nice. I like the fucking screaming baby Theo.
Yeah, that's fucking baby Theo.
Hang on, I gotta do this. Oh no!
Try it. Try it with the one. Try it with the second picture.
Rashi, aren't you gonna go chase Cadet?
Oh, I don't want to look desperate. Fuck. Also playing video games. Also, there's like no reason for this call to be split.
Yeah.
think they Oh, he's moving. I'm moving.
Tag rude.
Very.
What's good, boyos?
We're being
Sup,
toxic
Theo?
here.
Everybody's here.
We're not
We-
respecting.
we
the
ponies
culture.
here.
We are talking ponies in
He was
here.
left in.
Dude, I love ponies.
I was saying in the other call, Anon, those are some really blessed mares. Raven Inkwell is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh
Pony.
no.
Might be retarded. I can't find it.
I think Typical's online. Just ping him and ask him.
No. But, okay, so I found the pictures of when I went up to see him in Interlaken. And then the next weekend, I think he came down. And I'm scrolling and I don't see the pictures.
Funny what? Look that
Oh,
belly.
Yes!
Whatever.
I love it!
oh my god, I found it.
Is a punk belly.
Look how cute. I want to rub her belly. Oh, everyone's in this call now.
Yeah, everyone's here.
Everyone is here.
Every pony.
Yeah, everyone heard that pony
Every
one.
pony's here.
Holy shit, Grace, that's great.
Yo, niggas, what kind of pony should I draw?
I know. I
You
can't
should
believe I
draw-
got Sakura.
Theo. Theo.
Yo.
I had an idea for you, but these guys are giving different ideas. Never mind.
I'm not gonna steal the idea. Just go right ahead.
I was gonna say you should draw like a scene from the D&D campaign. That you're
Oh
part of.
shit, I'm doing that.
Well, that'd be epic. Theo's seen my horse now, right? So he can make an educated decision on how to draw it.
Yeah, here, let me fucking look in the adventure chat.
Look in the. Meanly, have you provided Theo with the horse?
I can, yeah.
Do it because I'm part of real garbs and I can't be bothered to move from my couch.
I have you guys all in my icons folders.
I don't feel like rolling over a solid 90
link-
degrees. So
Just link all the ponies.
Those are his. This one's yours. This one's Electra.
Funny what? This is the proof. Look her butt. Her butt.
Yeah.
This is the biggest one. She has
I
the
agree.
whole ass going on.
Fluttershy would be the. She'd be the lady with like the largest features out of any of the other ponies as a human.
Fluttershy is not a lady.
I don't know you.
Like if the ponies were humanized, Fluttershy would have the biggest ass and the largest boobs.
Yeah,
That's
she'd
not-
also be the fattest.
No, Ponk would be.
No, yeah,
Ponk
you're
would
right.
be the-
Ponk would be huge. I forgot.
Ponk would not be like fat. She'd just
Punk
be
is
like
small and chubby, but not huge.
yeah, like there's no way she could be that fast and bubbly and bouncy if she were like obese or something.
According to Equestria Girls, you're both wrong.
She'd have diabetes.
According to Japanese, I am not wrong. The entire
Japanese,
Japanese.
no. Japanese are dumb.
No, you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, let me sneeze right into the
Damn,
mic.
Billy.
We talking sick?
I don't mean to. It's just
You-
when
you
it
just-
happens,
you-
it's already too late. It's like
you-
like when you come. It's like when it's happening. It's like when it's happening, you can't do anything. But like
You took
know,
the quality of the entire call, fucking grasped it with your bare hands, and then fucking broke it in half.
Billy,
Just snap the neck of the call.
Billy, I agree with you. Whenever I come, I cease to know what's going on around me.
exactly.
I enter a
Exactly,
transcendental state of
fuck.
pure bliss.
Exactly. That's literally what happens. Hello.
Niggas who can't prevent themselves from coming. What the fuck?
Well, anyways, I came in here for one reason. I wanted to tell a story, and it's a wholesome story.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah?
go. Did you
So-
fall
It
asleep?
has ponies?
No, it doesn't have ponies. Well, I can make it have ponies.
Get it out.
I can make it have ponies.
Nah.
Okay, so pony version of me was that work, right?
I know what. So no.
Wait, no, the story's instantly better. Go on, Billy.
Okay, so I was at work with this we had this customer come in that was like this really old like Korean veteran. He's like in his like 90s, and like he has a 1987 Mercedes Benz and then a 1998 Mercedes Benz, and one of them is his wife's car. And a month ago he came in with his car and it broke down and he couldn't drive it, so he started driving his wife's car. Now his wife is dead, apparently, like according to him. Well, obviously, not obviously, that sounds fucked up, but he told me that his wife is dead. So I spent like all day trying to help this guy fix his car, and like it turned out we couldn't like do anything with it because our technicians were little bitches and they don't want to do anything to a Mercedes. But the whole reason that I wanted to do it for him is because he cannot like. It's not that he doesn't speak English. It's he can't speak very well. He speaks like when he talks, it's just completely just like mumble and like you can't understand a word he's saying. But so nobody would be patient with him. Yeah, except not as autistic. So you know nobody's gonna be as patient with him as me because I'm autistic. So I told him we would do it, but then my manager was like, "Oh no, we're not gonna do it." So I spent the whole fucking day giving this dude rides back to his house and everything. And then at the end of the day, when I gave him like the last ride home, he was like thanking me so much, and like he like hugged me and shit. And then he wanted to take a picture, so I took a picture. Look at this wholesome picture of us.
Okay. Give you a kiss on the lips too.
Dude, he was so nice to me.
You sweet man, you.
He was so nice to me. He was such a nice little old man. Look at him.
Aww. Okay.
He was so nice.
Wait, your name's Brandon?
Yikes.
Your name actually Brandon?
Oh, completely out of fucking touch.
What?
On their eyes.
He was so nice, man. I hope he comes back. Well, I'm gonna see him tomorrow because I have to deal with his car. But
so you can give him a kiss on the lips.
You're gonna suck his dentures out of his mouth, Billy?
He lives alone, and his family's in California, so he's like the only one here, and he cannot speak. Like nobody will understand him. So like, I was like talking to him for a long time, and he was just so happy. It was so wholesome.
That's good, Billy. You're going to Equestria for that one.
He's a really nice guy.
So, can I tell you a little story when I beat the shit out of an old man?
Damn, dude.
Yeah, fucks with it. Let's go.
He's got fucking one tapped.
Right,
Fuck!
Brashy and I.
Brashy and I? Oh boy.
Brashy and I beat the shit out of old people at their retirement homes every Sunday.
Yeah, no, we fucking just like hop in the 4chan party van.
Hop in the Phantom.
It just says Channel 4 outside the van.
Yeah, we just get on it. Get litty.
Just go up to those old people and be like, "Can we have an interview, sir?" With that like fucking microphone. Oh yes, and then just start beating.
We just start beating asses.
Which pony should I post?
Twilight Sparkle.
No thanks.
Fluttershy.
Beat up them bitch ass kids.
Too bad I'm doing Pinkie Pie.
Yay! I was gonna say Pinkie Pie.
I love.
No, Pinkie Pie's stupid.
Fuck you, Billy.
Beat up some bitch ass kids.
Look at her tummy. I
Billy,
love
I will
Pong.
cuck you.
I love Pong's little tummy.
I'm gonna use her as a speed bag.
Damn, Rainbow just damn.
I want to take Fluttershy and tie her tie her wings up, and then use her entire body as a speed bag.
That is epic, Ratchy.
And she's swinging back and forth by her wings.
That's big.
And I'll just fucking practice my tempo.
Oh, finally, Typical joins the call.
Damn,
that's really hard.
That was the longest
I know,
damn
isn't it?
piss I ever fucking heard of, bruh.
Typical had to jerk off to the rare cow that we were posting earlier.
Damn, he did it.
Damn, he left.
Damn, I shouldn't have chiefed him. He got self-conscious about my absolute chief. I feel bad.
Now he's gonna leave the server.
Damn.
Look at this one.
Polly warned me about being toxic.
Well, that's a good one, Crazy. Fuck, that is a really good screen cap.
I want to go hang with Typical.
I'm reposting that screen cap of Corp as a mod.
That's
Look,
toxic.
I'm a mod now.
That's epic. Why isn't Corp a mod though?
Why isn't I? Or
Yeah, why isn't Corp a mod? He'd be a great mod, dude.
Yeah, he would be. Fuck.
We need at least 4 mods. We don't need any more.
Well, don't you see there? I was a mod.
Yeah, he is.
We need at least one less mod who isn't communist. Like, if there is a communist mod in the mod ship, I don't think he should be a mod if he's a communist. One less communist mod.
Better dead than red.
Or like Twilight.
Just make all the pony cultists in the mods, and then you're good.
Yeah, Anon 101, Crazy, Corp.
Look
I
at
should
this.
clean in between my toes more often. I'm finding way too many Cheetos.
Brashy, shut up, but also I found an article that you wrote.
Crazy, that's a cursed image of crying Pinkie Pie, but it's so cute.
Young children dying from cancer. That is a Brashy post.
That's a lot of damn Cheetos.
Look at this.
Have fanny frustration.
Look at this one fucking lady, like right here. What's your problem?
Look at this dude.
Like,
Crazy.
what's the
Crazy. You
problem?
want to talk about
Pony what?
ponies?
Yeah. Where do we go
Same.
for that? Should go to the gaming server.
Is Anon 101 in the gaming server?
No, he doesn't play any game.
Damn.
I'm down for some games.
Ooh.
You want to play Legends?
A gamer girl?
Oh my god, please, Billy, don't do this. Please don't do this.
It's a girl!
Dude, are you already Tracer? Is that what I'm hearing?
Okay, so basically, I'm already Tracer.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So basically, I'm already Tracer.
Okay, so basically, Nerf Bastion.
Okay, and
Yawn.
I was gonna say play Payday 2, but I guess we're talking
oh, that game
Overwatch
fucking
now.
slaps, dude. Payday 2 actually
Do I even
slaps.
own that game?
That game goes hard, dude, honestly.
I love that game so much.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
I've been playing since like the month they released it. I was like, yes.
Do you have the
That, like,
option?
huge.
That's really hot, Pony. What?
That is kind of hot.
Yeah.
BRB, I gotta leave, guys. No.
They're meanly.
BRB guy's gonna
this
feed the
one.
birds.
Yeah,
That's a
like
good
Corp the
penis.
day he found out about Bestie. Oh, guys, I gotta leave.
No, man, I already knew about Bestie. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
he was just in the call. And
I
he
was
showed it
just
to
showing you
me.
Bestie, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta go because
I gotta
remember that.
furiously wank it.
And then he never came back either.
I came back in about 20 minutes, I think.
He was like a black father, man. He said,
Dude.
well, "I'll be back," and never came back.
Crazy.
I
Do you
can
not
tell
like
that's a
Apogee?
Vor. That is a Vor picture.
Vor is hot.
I came back in like 20
Well,
seconds.
Vor isn't hot, but like very detailed mouth, like a very detailed mouth is really hot.
Okay, so you like Vor.
I guess.
You telling me you telling me that you don't like Vor, but then you just said to everyone in call exactly why you like Vor.
I guess. Perhaps.
I like everything about Vor, but I'm not into Vor. Billy got me fucked up.
Perhaps.
Billy, you always pulling this shit.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
You can't just say perhaps to fucking me fucking.
Why not? Perhaps.
That ain't how it worked.
All right, time for
Perhaps,
some
nigga.
kinky porn.
Perhaps.
Did you
God.
eat your ice cream, Crazy?
I did eat my ice cream.
Fuck yeah.
Perhaps. Yeah. Oh! Oh, fuck.
Oh.
You okay,
My
man?
controller ran out of batteries. It fucking jump scared me.
This controller died, so he died in real life.
Oh!
Whoa!
Dude, if your controller dies, you die.
Oh, God.
That's what it's like to
That's
be a
epic.
gamer. You've
Rise up.
sealed the
That
contract.
gamer.
That was the
Wow.
most startled Brashy I've ever heard.
I know.
Whoa!
It was.
Yikes!
Because my shit fucking died. My shit died.
Oh boy.
Damn, all these gamers coming in buying this $10 popcorn. Straight up. Let's go. Awesome prices on roasted peanuts. Fucking, I'm getting all this sick fan feedback.
And look at that pizza. Radical.
Take my money, Hamilton Lakers. God, why the fuck do they keep moving?
Because they want to talk about ponies.
Okay, whatever, fine.
What are you? Why are you so upset?
It's not like we're talking about anything important. Fucking like everyone could just be in the same room talking about shit. It gets fucking
It's
boring.
the lunch tables, man.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pick the fuck up out of my tray and
Brashy.
plop it right down.
Pick up your tray and slam it on their table.
I'm gonna slam it, dude.
Hey, Brashy, we need to rename these fucking chat channels Lunch Table 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have to. We actually have to. You gotta do it.
Docs, fucking.
You gotta change it to like Cool Kids Table. You gotta change it to like jocks.
You gotta change it to the brony table.
Yeah, jocks, bronies,
school shooters,
Stacy's.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Immediately, that's so good, dude. It's literally so. I love the lunch table shit.
Yo, this is Billy.
Lunch table meme is so good.
Billy, I got an image of us just going into Ponywad's call right now with like Anon and Crazy.
Dude, fucking this shit. That shit like. Dude, like, dude. Dude, like it'll just be like it's like. These are like our friends that were in math class and we just came out of science and shit. You know, we came out of fucking chemistry, and we're like, we all came out like, oh hey guys, and fucking just like plop our shit down, and they're fucking, and we plop our fucking trays down, and then these nerds are like, the fucking math nerds are like,
they get up and just walk away.
Well, basically, I'm already Tracy.
Hey guys.
Wait,
Oh my God.
Brashy, I got an image of you, bro.
Okay.
Got
So
right here.
Basically, I'm already. I used to do this, brah. I used to go into my pals' classes and actually do that shit. I get in front of their shit and be like, "Hey, what up?" Friends, leave your lunch table. On God,
Brashy, you were that nigga that when somebody borrowed your pencil, he walk up to him a day later and say, "Where my pencil at, bitch?"
Oh, you got me. That's me.
Yikes, dude.
Damn, you fucking got me with that.
Wait, Billy, that fucking the sweet old man that you had like chauffeured the other day. You know, this is what he does at the retirement home.
Okay, what's happening, gamers?
Fuck off,
Oh
dude.
god.
That's epic, dude.
We're talking about
Stormy, you
lunch
just missed it.
table.
All the math nerds got up from our table, dude.
God.
Dude. Damn.
We just got out of fucking
We gotta
like
beat them up. We gotta steal their lunch money.
we just got out of physics 20. You just fucking walked in
Oh
that shit.
God.
Dude, I was out in the bathroom area smoking a fat blunt.
Oh, dude, look at those kids over there.
Oh,
Dude, look at them.
I got
I actually was.
I got a Photoshop going on right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, Bill, do we got any sodas upstairs?
Yo, anyone?
Yo,
wanna
let me go check, bro.
Anyone want to go to the janitor's closet and shoot?
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna walk over to their table real quick. Give me a second, bros.
Oh my God.
Totally stole that meme from me.
I remember that.
Damn, it really be like that, bros. There's like nobody at the other tables, but that one got 3 niggas at it, and they told
Hold
me.
on, wait, hold on. I think we got some sodas downstairs. Let me check.
Okay. Oh shit.
No.
Yeah, I got us some sodas. I got us the Cokes.
Hell yeah.
Nice. What? Yo, is there anything?
Oh, Brash is going downstairs. What
Oh,
the
she's
fuck?
in the basement. What the fuck? Oh, he's coming back up. I hear him. He's coming back up.
Oh,
he's just,
no.
Oh no!
fuck?
Yo, Rashi.
Oh, he's coming up here. He's running up the stairs. Listen to him. Oh, he just busted his ass. Oh shit.
This nigga
was
ran
trying to
so
find the
fucking
fucking-
fast. He
I was
just
trying to
skipped this
find the
entire
fridge.
floor.
Yo, why are we going
I
downstairs?
was trying
when
to
we
find
could
the fridge. I couldn't find the fridge, bro.
No.
Did you get any drink?
Rashi, why are we going all the way downstairs and back up when we could just all fucking go downstairs where the sodas are?
Oh yeah, shit.
Let's go.
Dude, no,
Oh.
Yo, the sodas are better down here.
No, wait, it's in the wait, it's in the under basement.
Oh.
We're going downstairs?
We go downstairs.
Where are the sodas? Okay, let's try the other downstairs.
Damn.
Stairs.
Damn,
Whoa, really?
it's quiet down
Whoa!
there.
What? Dude, Stormy just hopped 2 stairs. What the fuck?
Yo, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
How did you do that?
Dude, I'm gonna try and jump up the 2 stairs.
Okay. Oh shit, he did it!
Here I go.
Some scritching going around. There's some shit going around in the.
Brashy busted his ass!
I tried to jump up and I fell.
I fucking fell. Brashy, did he fall?
You okay?
Oh fuck, dude, don't. Oh god.
Dude, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get in the car. I'm gonna go to the Mickey D's. You guys want anything?
Oh, let me come with.
Would you send an invite to?
Yep.
Yo, we're going to McDonald's. Join us.
I thought you were getting in the car, not the fucking attic.
This McDonald's is fucking boring. I'm out. That McDonald's was absolute shit. Let me tell you right now.
Oh
That
boy.
was the worst McDonald's I've ever been to. Oh, here comes Billy.
Yo,
There's
me and
Billy.
Brashy just got Mickey D's, yo. What do you guys want? What you guys want? We got chicken nuggies. We got double cheeseburgers.
We got like a shit ton of fries, homeboys.
Yeah,
that McDonald's was straight ass.
Gotta eat them hot though.
Yo, Pete voice.
Pretty sure the cashier put a gum in my fucking Big Mac. You can't even fucking spell my name
My
right.
name's not Rick.
My name's not Rick.
Oh god. I'm so glad that mom responded.
Yo, thanks for bringing me back to elementary school, dick.
Yo, this is me about just glaring at fucking Rendrick.
I feel like I'm being bullied off the face of the
such a
earth
good
right
picture.
now.
It's so Chad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me just glaring at you when you fucking drop your books at school.
Mom, why do the kids make fun of me?
Well, you can ask her.
Yo, fucking hell.
There we go.
Where did Brad actually go? Did he go back to McDonald's?
Oh boy.
Dude, I think Brashley's at the neighbor's house. Let me check.
Okay.
Dude, what the fuck? Brashy, hold on. Stormy just went over the neighbors. I'll be.
Yeah, me too.
Nope. Okay, I'm at the neighbor's house. I can't seem to find
what's
him.
up?
Dude, we're at the neighbor's house.
Dude, is this Josh? Is this Chad's house?
Yeah.
This is Chad's house. Where's Stacy?
You know what? I'm gonna go back to the other house.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back home. Alright, we back.
Oh, how did we emerge from the living room? We gotta go.
Yeah, we jumped in the window. We jumped in the window, Sto.
Jump through the window.
Oh, Stormy's stupid, dude. He didn't know that we jumped through the window. Look at him.
Oh my god.
Why'd you go in the fucking attic?
Yo, it's chill up.
Well, I had to
been,
make
I've been here the whole time.
Post a
I don't know what
fucking,
you're
just post a
talking
link in
about.
voice chat.
Yeah, mom isn't letting you. Your mom isn't letting you stay the night. What the heck?
What?
I'm sorry.
Let's all ask mom if Cadet can stay the night.
Yo,
put your
Billy.
mom on the phone. Yeah.
Billy, let's go into the secret closet.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanly.
The secret closet. I don't even want to know.
Okay, we're back from the closet.
How was the experience? Did you finally come out of the closet?
Dude, I
That was
swear,
gay,
I thought
dude.
you were gonna go to the pensive server.
No, we went to
I know, right?
PM's.
The pensive
PM's
server.
is the
closet, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are these? Y'all are in some like fancy ass servers that I've never heard of.
Yeah, Gamer HCC's been here for a while, dude.
Well, I've known
They
it.
don't
I've been
invite
in
people
ga-
named Rick.
Actually, I actually don't have a link for the.
Yeah, I don't either. I
I don't
think
get no.
you
It's
have
like
to
I'm not
invite
too.
everyone
I'm
as
not
the
too
mod.
like incentivized to join servers because I generally leave them after a week.
So the context of this is that it's like our WorkSafe server, kind of.
Oh,
Where
okay.
we can invite our well, not WorkSafe, but like invite like coworkers to play. You know, like people that are not meant for HCC, like they're not built for it.
Like normies.
Yeah, normies.
NCC.
NCC. Yeah. That's pretty epic.
Yo, man, he ain't an NPC. He's a enemy. Got the name Thief.
Love anime. Gang.
My fingernails smell like grapes after getting a swisher.
What the fuck's a swisher?
What?
Like a cigarette, or no, a cigar wrapping.
Oh,
that
a
you
blunt?
Yeah.
A blunt? You smoking a blunt, Stall?
Dude, we're doing it at Pizza Hut.
Dude, pass the booth.
Dude, we were
Wait,
fucking-
Isn't that when you take
In
some
the middle of
booze?
the living room.
Sto, do you want a gang weed right now?
Yes.
Oh
Okay, bet. I'm gang weeding right now.
Okay,
Give me 1 second then.
Okay.
I'll hit my dab pen.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm about to
Let
be
me-
epic, so
let me
anybody
get
that's in
my
call, just know that
pressure.
I'm about to be epic.
Do you wanna get in-
boy.
Oh wait, you don't have a webcam. You can
Wait.
use your phone camera, actually, Bill. Do you want to do a private call?
Wait.
Yeah, so you can see me smoking booth.
Yeah.
Invite
Yo, I'll
Okay,
straight
fine.
up start ripping my bong.
Okay, yeah. Let's get a call going.
Wait, there's a call going?
Oh boy.
Weed convention chat, dude.
Oh my,
Oh, God.
WCC. WCC. Wait, they're just
Better
gonna call.
invite me.
Oh,
Wait,
boy.
yeah, invite me. I'll call.
Hmm?
Are you about to smoke?
No.
Then you're not.
I'm high on
Yeah,
life.
I'm not invited.
I'm high on life, dude.
I better get invited.
Relatable.
Look, it's Brashy Cuckin.
Oh, I'm
Oh
not friends.
boy.
Wow, it's
That's a fantastic image.